Wake up, Nat.
I'm ready.
Alrighty,
We need you awake so we don't die.
Alright.
We're probably gonna die anyway. It's fine.
No, you're not.
You
So
don't
last
need me.
time you guys were, well, 4 of you were setting out north towards Hawthorne. You fought off another pair of those mighty tentacle plant creatures, ran from a pair of Hibogen, and troll on another plant-like canine. But as you got closer to the school, a group of 4 very well-armored humanoid guards of some sort called out for you to halt. Alicia attempted to banish 2 of the 4, succeeding on 1. This prompted a brief fight wherein they, what you
Kicked our ass.
ascertained were the elite, some of the elite guards from Talion, seemed to be holding back, and before they finally just grappled you all and told you to come quietly or you'd be forcibly taken. You were all taken back to Falholt and marched up to the Palace of Bone and into the throne room, where you found not only the Queen waiting, but also, strangely, a very stoic Ran. The Queen asked you to return the amulet, to which you denied even having it, prompting the very skeptical Queen to have Ran magically search you, finding it, of course, on Crom. And as Ran tried to take the amulet, around Crom, secretly messaging his family, with an amazing sleight of hand roll.
Ever.
Pip managed instead to snag it away and keep away for a little bit, before finally relenting and handing it over to Ran, who returned to the Queen's side. And then each of you at different times did manage to get a bit of insight into Ran's behavior and how she seemed like something was off. Or very off, I should say. Something is affecting her, causing her to seemingly change beliefs and ways of thinking drastically. You all agreed to cooperate, at least for now, with the Queen, and were led towards a rather lavish guest room. Once alone, Pip asked Alicia managed to convince Alicia to send a message of warning to Vivian, which, after some convincing, she did so. Warning would be in that the Queen was coming. Crom, Alicia, and Fen played cards, while Crom got them a new card game, and Crom won Alicia's bell by losing a round.
Well,
Thank God.
Technically, Crom got Alicia to win, thus Crom got the bell.
Exactly. By losing a round.
Mm-hmm.
Ran, a little bit later, came in and tried to talk you into helping her bring Chaos back to power, and even pulled Pips aside to a private room, a chaos temple of sorts, a worship room, to just try and convince her that, and ask her to be a part of what she was doing. Before Pip excused herself and went back to the room. What would you guys like to do? I'll get to you in a second, man.
We play A Drop in the Ocean.
Spit in the ocean.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
A Drop in the Ocean is that song.
Alright.
We actually made rules.
Yeah.
Has Pip come back yet?
We'll see about Pip comes back.
Ben will look up and go, everything okay? I mean, like, as okay as it can be.
Well, I guess it's weird. She's acting weird. She still believes that whatever she's doing is the right thing to do.
What?
I gave her a week to convince us. More just to give me time to process things, but
Maybe we can figure things out in a week. That gives us time too.
Yeah, hopefully. Playing a card game.
Yeah.
Play
you
with
are
us.
going.
Crom's teaching us. He won Alicia's bell by losing.
Sounds fun.
Best loss ever.
So you guys sit down to play some cards?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll play around. Because why not? So basically, Crom shits about explaining how this card game works. It's basically, I'll explain dice terms and not at the same time. You're dealt 4 cards, so you roll 40-12 privately. So you, on D&D Beyond, whisper the rolls to me. And just remember those rolls. There's a round of betting. And then I will roll a d12 publicly, which is a community card. And then you can all roll 1 to 3 dice, so you're trading 1 to 3 your numbers in for new cards. Another round of betting.
Betting before the trade-in.
Yeah, betting publicly, reroll, betting, reveal.
Betting publicly. Betting, reroll, betting, reveal.
Okay, fine.
Lots of
Man.
chances to buck the system.
I am already lost.
Yeah, I'm
Me
lost.
too.
Okay, so basically the idea is
I'm just gonna roll dice.
basically the idea is the hands from the best to the worst hand is the best hand is the highest 5 number straight, so like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then the highest 4 of a kind, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 11, 11, 11, 11. Highest 4 numbers straight, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Highest 3 of a kind, 3, 3, 3 sevens, etc. Highest pair, and then highest single card.
Okay.
So, yeah, everyone roll 4d12.
Is
And-
it GM roll? Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
yeah, GM roll. And just remember the 4 numbers that you get on the d12s, not the total that's on there. Oh, yeah, never mind, that works too.
Or D12.
Yeah.
What?
Just remember the 4 individual numbers you have. Okay,
Did that work?
yep, that worked. I'll
You
let
should be able to hover over what it gives you for a total to get all the individuals if you need it.
So let's say Crom deals you all, everyone out 4 cards, and says, Crom, you're the one, we'll say, teaching the game. I'm just facilitating.
Okay, so now here's what you do. You look at these 4 cards. You're looking for pairs or runs, which are numerical order. And you have to figure out how good your hand is. The worst hand you can possibly get is just a high card all by itself. Best hand you can get is your 4 cards into a run that uses a community card to get the 5th run and have the highest number for the top number of your run. Confused? Good. I worked at it. To make it that way. Basically now, so I'm looking at my hand and I'm gonna bet 3 gold. Imaginary money.
Yeah. Yeah, because we aren't really betting, right?
Nope.
Okay.
These are random slips of paper we ripped up.
So I throw in three pieces of paper that have G written on them.
Sounds good.
Fen will match.
Finn
Alicia.
calls.
Yeah.
Alicia calls.
You in on this, Pip?
Triple call.
Fair enough. So now I'm gonna give everybody the community card, which would be the GM rolled 12.
Just
So now look at your hand, look at that card, see what you got, see what you like. And we make another round of bets. I don't like this one, so I'm gonna knock, which means I'm not betting. I'm passing the bet on to you, Finn.
Fen will put in 1 more gold.
I'll call and raise another gold. Do you have more pieces
Ooh.
of paper?
She's getting feisty over there.
Ben will frantically rip up some more pieces of paper.
That's 2 gold to you, Pip.
Pip will fold, actually.
Oh, Pip is
If
out.
if that's a thing.
That's a thing. I will call. I throw my 2 pieces of paper with G on them in the middle.
Okay.
That's 1 to you, Finn.
Ben will put in that last piece of paper in.
Okay, so now you look at your hand and you decide how many you want to keep and how many you want to get rid of. You can discard up to 3.
Meta question: how do you do that? On
all you're going to do is out of the 4 numbers you got,
yeah.
whichever ones you don't want, scratch those out and then whisper roll that number. So, like as an example, Grom takes 3. And as soon as I can get my dice to work, I'll roll for the 3 new numbers.
Fen took 1.
Alicia will take 1.
Who?
Okay.
That's an oof.
So I'm going to start off the last round of betting, and I'm betting 5 gold.
You're sick.
Meta question. What about, like, trios of the same number?
That would be like 3 of a kind, basically.
3 of a kind.
Yeah, okay. Since it's paper money, Fen's gonna throw in 5 gold too, just for fun.
That's the spirit, lass.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call. So we're at a pot of 10 now.
We're at 10 each with 2 from Pip. So our total pot is 17. Pot's right. No.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Total pot of 32. Pot's right. And I expose my cards, and you see I have a 3, 2 9s, and 2 1s. I get 2 pair. Bet you girls can't beat that one.
No, I just have an 8, or a 7, an 8, and a 9, and then a 1 and an 11. I was hoping for a 10. I was hoping for a 10 instead of that 1.
Fen will
That's why
show
they call
she
it
has.
gambling.
Fen has a 6, a 12, a 12, and a 12.
What? Beautiful cards, lass.
3 of a
Pot's
kind.
yours.
Fen
You
wins.
won.
I won?
Yep.
You won.
All the paper.
So we'll say, for the sake of everybody, you guys
Yeah.
kind of play a few rounds of that. Is there anything you guys want to discuss while you're playing, or?
Side note,
Mhm.
this was the simple version. I had a much more complicated version that we could play for like 5 hours straight that would have been great fun.
God.
But we'd have got nothing else done.
It would be a lot easier if we were using real dice. But
Yes, it would.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty fun. Good job. I like
Good
it.
job.
I had this combination of the 4-sided die and the 12-sided die. So like you'd have suits.
Oh, that's
Oh
awesome.
my
Like, no, no,
As soon as I
no.
described it to Kara said, "Oh hell no."
Like a real simulation.
Anyway, anything you guys want to discuss while you're playing cards?
When Alicia's playing, she seems fine, but whenever it kind of like goes quiet and people are thinking, she just kind of sinks into a miserable mope, but doesn't say anything.
Alright. Anything else? Anyone wants to discuss anything?
When Alicia hits her absolute bottom look on her face, Crom reaches around behind him and rings the cowbell.
Hey, that's not nice. You shouldn't tease.
Well, I thought it might bring you a little joy to hear the bell.
Are you gonna put it back in the pot then?
Oh, hell no.
Oh. And don't tease.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
When things quiet a little bit, Pip will actually pull out her ring of mind shielding,
Okay.
Oh.
and she will put it in the center of the. Are they playing on a table or the floor or
I
like?
think a table.
Table.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
couches and
Yeah, there's
all
like a
that,
little
so.
side table.
She'll put it in the center of the table then, and she'll say, what will she say? We found this ring a while ago, and at first I didn't think we'd need it. But now, I mean, this queen, she's known for getting into people's heads, right?
Yeah.
I can attest to that one, lass.
Well, I thought maybe it would help.
Who do you think?
If
should wear it?
anyone
What
has
does
like,
the ring do? I'm not familiar with this one. This
so
is
I'll
before my time.
display it in the. I'll tell you.
Oh, that's a good ring.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm not muted.
Mute up, you traitor.
Wait, where is it? Oh, in Roll20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, lasses, I think one of you should wear that. I'm more of a hit things solid person, and this looks like something that needs to go to one of you three.
It houses your soul on death?
The safeguard, I guess.
Crux.
Kind of creepy.
Did you say Horcrux?
God
That's exactly what I thought when I first read it.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily prevent against, being mind controlled, but
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to die. I don't think we're going to die, but I don't want to be in that ring.
Well, lass, if you'll pardon me, but I believe it's, if I'm understanding the magic right, you have the choice to be in the ring or not. It's not a sucks your soul in type thing. It can hold your soul until we can save you type thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you die, while you're wearing it, your soul gets sucked in.
You
it
can
also
remain,
says you can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never
I don't
mind.
think it
die
says
while wearing
anything
this
about-
scroll, your soul enters it, unless it already houses the soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm like, oh, never mind. Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
Although the good thing about the ring is that when you wear it, no one can tell that you're lying. Oh.
I'm
Might
guessing
be
with like
the-
magical means of telling if you're lying, probably. I don't know if you've heard me lie. I can't lie.
That's true.
That's true.
I tried once. Remember, Alicia? I got it. I lied once, and it was successful.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I-
I don't know how helpful that would be for me personally.
I would think, and pardon me for this, but to me, it seems, Pip, you're the closest one to your friend. And if somebody would need to be in a place where they could say anything and not be caught saying something that may not be 100% true, or would be able to use that to its best ability, I would think it would be you who is close.
I would say just
That's just my 2 cents.
from a mechanical standpoint, I think it'd be like advantage on deception checks. I think it's hard to tell. It's a weird wording.
No, it just says you are immune to magic that allows others to determine whether you are lying.
Oh
Specifically,
yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
basically, like zone of truth and stuff won't work.
Oh, okay. I was.
Truth will not work with someone on this ring.
Okay, that's fair.
So you still gotta be able to lie.
Exactly.
Fen will second what
I-
Crom says about Pip maybe being the best to wear it.
Would I be the best at this? With the this charisma? What's everyone's charisma?
Oh, I'm a dwarf. Question answered.
Alicia's just a +1.
Yeah, Fen's a +0.
I think it's
I'm a
Pip.
-1.
I think Ren and Pip would be the highest.
So the most likely to be doing the
most-
lies.
Yeah.
Um,
But I have so many things.
Oh no, poor thing.
I'm looking at your character sheet right now, and I genuinely cannot believe what I'm seeing. This is ridiculous.
You're looking at mine?
Yes,
Yeah, I
I'm
gotta
looking
go
at-
look now. After hearing that,
Like,
Holy.
holy shit, you are strong.
if you don't want it, Pip, I'll wear it.
Well, it's up to either of us, really. If you want it, you can take it. Otherwise, I'll wear it, I guess.
I'll only wear it if you don't want it. Also, Crom, there's something you can maybe do for me as well. And she
sure, Les, name it.
she reaches into her bag and she pulls out a small little diamond. Could you crush this for me?
Ooh.
Do you have
Yeah, give me a minute.
do you have jeweler's tools?
No, but I got smithy tools.
It just needs to be dust.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, yeah, Smith tools could work. I'll say, give me a strength check.
Oh, strength I can do.
With your
I'm
Smith tools,
proficient with it,
if
so-
Yeah, wait, with
Did I get my
proficiency, yes.
+4 on there.
Yeah, with proficiency. Because you are
So
proficient.
I don't know how to roll it, so I'm gonna roll it and just know that whatever the number is gonna be +4.
I'll have to show you how to set that up later.
So 27.
Hey?
I'll say
Roll.
you like kind of take out, you kind of look at, lay out your
Sorry,
tools and look at them, and you kind of like find a rather a larger hammer used for like banging out dents in a shield or something. I don't know.
Put a cloth over it and then you smack
And
it.
just kind of like, yeah, you just kind of like find a cloth and kind of position it probably on a stone floor and just kind of wind up and just smack it down. It kind of cracks the first time. I mean, it's a diamond. And you kind of look at it, line up again, come down and smash. It takes about, we'll say, a couple more really hard smacks, and it's pulverized into diamond dust. I'm assuming that was your 100 gold worth?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, write down you have 100 gold worth of diamond dust.
I sweep it all up together. I say, "Hey, lass, I got nothing to put it in, but I got it all right here for you."
Yeah, I could put it in my bag here.
I assume you probably have like a little baggie you can put it in.
Yeah, like a little.
Well, we
pouch
probably
or
have like a bottle from a healing potion that's empty.
Yeah, that too.
We have some sort of item that we can put it in
Yeah.
somewhere.
You're good.
something. It's in an item.
It's in something. Keep it. Just mark it down. What you have.
Yeah, I just changed the 100 gold worth to be dust.
Makes sense.
Wow, Pip. That's an impressive character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Talk about first world problems.
I know.
Okay. While you guys are deciding that, we'll jump over to Ran.
Oh, well.
So you're
Okay.
just. What do you do when after you leave Pip? Words.
I suppose return to the throne room, unless I'm not needed there, in which case I'll go out to the fam.
Yeah, I'll say you kind of wander towards the throne room, and when you do, the queen kind of calls out to you and goes, "Ah, Ran, I was hoping to speak to you again. Come in, come in."
She will immediately just drop whatever she was doing about to go to her family and just go whoop, straight to the throne room. Straight in.
Yeah, I see, as you walked in, but anyway, that works.
Yeah.
And she says, so tell me, I have a conundrum. How likely do you think your friends are to be useful, be cooperative?
Depends on the leverage.
Hmm. What kind of
Without the right kind of incentive, they're not likely to be cooperative or willing to go along with what we're trying to accomplish. They are probably planning an escape at this moment. If they're not, they're doing something ridiculous.
Well, you know them. What would incentivize them?
That's all that really.
I mean,
I
I suppose
they're-
I should tell you what we need to do. Currently, before we can enact our ultimate plans, we have the small matter of a pesky former queen to deal with. And now that we have
Oh,
a
yeah.
location,
Looking for that bitch. We were looking for that one. Yeah.
I know that's
Won't say her name.
I know you can't. I know how these things work.
Glad that you do. At least someone does.
So, if you know where this queen, where you left your friends, which I'm assuming from what you've told me is likely the spot, you can lead me back?
I can take you there right now. I have my portaling for the day.
She kind
Want
of
to come with
she
me?
kind
Turn back in like 5 minutes tops.
she
Boom.
kind of
Sing that.
sizes you up and says, "I assume you don't have the skill level to create a portal I can travel through. It's your own, correct?" Yes.
Can I not bring people with? Hold on.
No,
I don't think I can't.
it's okay. You
Never mind.
That's what I thought. No matter. I have.
But I
You-
can definitely lead you there. Just
Excellent.
tell me when.
You said it was somewhere near the northern crossroads?
Yeah, she'll minor illusion in her hand, just a little miniature map of the woods, and just say, it's right around there, right around that area. Big, we were scouting out some ruins, and I'll
Excellent.
describe what the ruins look like. And actually, you know what? I'll just make a minor illusion super small image of said ruins, because fuck it, I can do that.
She studies it intensely and says, well, my guards that brought your friends,
Mhm.
they did not come across them right away. They had to travel around a bit because portaling is random at best.
It's less of an art and more of a guesstimation.
It's more of, if you haven't been there, it's more random where you're going to appear. So it took them some time. However,
Yeah, a guesstimation. It's a word.
it's less guesstimation, more literally random.
You said a dumb word.
Anyway,
That wasn't even a word. Go for it anyway. I love it. That's all in character, by the way.
That's amazing.
she kind of grits her teeth and says, anyway, my guards acquired new locations known to them, and although they will have to do it tomorrow, at earliest, they can get us to the crossroads, so I assume you can lead us from there. However, I'm not sure I trust your friends to sit around here. But how could we leverage them into cooperating with us to come and not...
Well, you
muck
could
things
always
up.
find their families, their friends, from Hawthorne.
Interesting. That could be done. It takes time, of course. I'm sure she's already left, but we need to pick up traces.
Yeah, I mean, there was this one guy. He was mind controlled by a one of the higher ups of the conduit. Pieces of shit, all of them. It was Lord. Fuck nuts. What was his name?
Lord fuck nuts.
Barnett.
I imagine
Barnett.
this is Imagine
Yeah,
this is
he was-
actually Rand trying to remember the name.
That was fully in character. Yes, he was in Wimborne, that city in whatever country it's in. I don't fucking care. But he mind controlled him. He's a student from Hawthorne, so
Interesting. Well, going into
Yeah, good guy.
Hawthorne would be foolhardy at best. It's way too protected. Even portaling near it and walking in is. There's a
mean,
reason I sent
only-
someone else in. Let's put it that way.
if only you had a recent graduate who the guide trusts, and I am allowed on the campus again. If only you had someone like that.
But see, I can't be certain that's exactly where she went. I know her, but not that well. We need to go to her last known location to try and pick up clues.
Oh, I was more talking about the blackmail, but you're talking about the queen, which is a completely different deal. I wasn't paying attention fully. Go on.
She just kind of closes her eyes, takes a deep breath,
I
and
am
just
going to annoy the queen.
smiles, and says, "Yes. What could we threaten them with? So just threaten their families.
Mhm.
That could work. No need
Actually,
to.
with Alicia, I can't. If Alicia, I don't think she's on good terms with her parents. I think there was. This is Nathan trying to remember.
Oh,
Now.
technically, I mean, your suspicions are about as much as you probably know right now. She's never really talked a lot.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
Rand would say, Alicia's home is a little awkward. She doesn't like to talk about it. I don't know if there's something wrong with that, but it might not be the best blackmail. Unless she somehow had a younger sibling who she deeply, deeply cared about.
Interesting. I'm sure we could
Then that would
figure
be
something
fucked up
out.
because child kidnapping is never the way.
Of course not. She doesn't really say much beyond that. Sorry, I lost words. She says, I think we can make that work. No need to actually find their families to threaten them. We can just threaten them. That should
Yeah,
work.
if you know where they are, you know where they are.
I'm assuming you can tell me.
Oh god, where did we put them? This is Nathan again. Did we put them in, like, Marlow?
That was only Pip's family.
Yeah, I know.
You put you left them in Aberthy.
Yeah, the capital of Shelley Arendt.
I am sorry for what I am about to say. Rand will say, well, Pip's family, are in, Iberuthy.
It's cool they're used to it by now.
Yeah, they're pretty used to violence and kidnappings right about now. Threats on their life. It's kind of like a thing for them. It's fine.
That's good. That's good information. Where are the rest of your friends from?
Oh god, don't. Oh fuck.
If you really are friends, you know.
This is Nathan. Oh.
It's okay. You know nothing about Crom.
Yeah, nope.
No, I have no idea about the dwarf. I assume he's from somewhere dirty and underground. But then again, that's kind of racist.
Just a tad.
Also kind of true.
I mean, I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, I'm not wrong.
And you would probably know that Fen and Alacia are both from Everagil.
Oh, yeah. She would probably know that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fen and Alacia from Everagil.
Interesting.
I think like somewhere near the capital. It was like I think Kilkenny, maybe, or was it Aldergrove? I can't remember.
Close enough.
That I don't know if
I don't
Rad
think.
would know for sure.
Yeah, I think you just know the kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a hot sec since we talked about that.
Well, that's close enough. That should work. I think I will have them brought to me early in the morning, and we'll discuss it. I have things to prepare.
Don't hold my family hostage again.
God, I love being mind controlled. It's so fun.
If only you could actually remember anything.
Yeah, I know, right? I have so much useful information, but Nathan is just there. I can't remember.
I think you remembered everything that Rand pretty much knows.
Yep. So
Just know that Pip is going to murder you if she finds out.
That's fair. That's fair. But then
And
again,
expected.
anyway,
Josh, check you just could.
she just says, that'll be all. I have preparations to make. You go enjoy your evening.
all right. Call me if you need me. You know how.
She smiles, nods, and says,
And,
says in your
Ren-
mind, of course.
Yeah. Rand's gonna go to Phobos and Deimos. Just
That
go
was
way,
like
however long that takes.
that was like creepy cute. Or cute creepy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know how to speak into my mind.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to discuss with your siblings?
Oh, am I there yet?
Well,
I thought
say
they were in.
they're in like another guest room, basically.
Oh, I thought they were already in an inn.
Well, unless that's what you want to do. You were offered, all three of you, a guest room. It's up to you. Up to you whether you accept it or not.
I mean, Rand would have accepted it. I don't know about Phobos and Deimos though.
They would be. They haven't seen you in however many years they'd staying with you.
That's valid. So yeah, she'll go and just catch up with Phobos and Deimos and be like, what in the hell happened all those years ago? That sort of thing.
So they basically tell you a tale of how after you disappeared, they lived with who they thought at the time was your parents,
Mm-hmm.
and discovered later on was a creature masquerading as them. And so they both ran away as well and were taken in by the conduit. Or, no, joined the conduit, I should say. And how Phobos eventually was actually managed to get sent off to, as a mercenary for the conduit. He was sent off to Clackarth to train to be an elite guard. So he was training to be part of the elite guard. And Deimos was becoming the Gopher, which is the second in command for whoever's leading the conduit in each kingdom. In this case, it would be the controller. And they're just living life until until Deimos was trying to gather information for the controller on Zephora, the queen, and was caught, and Phobos, who was already kind of in the palace training as a guard, tried to protect her, and they were both thrown in prison, etc. Basically how the conversation goes.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, Ran is just like, you guys got caught. Come on.
They're just kind
They're
of
like making, like teasingly making fun of them.
they just kind of like, Phobos kind of like punches your shoulder, and
Fuck.
Deimos.
11 strike. Ow.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit. He's pretty strong. And Deimos just kind of like glares at you.
What?
I've done plenty without getting caught, thank you. You don't know what I've done.
Got caught when it mattered, though. That's the point.
She just kind of huffs and like goes off to the corner.
That was probably your most important mission, and
Shut up. So you guys spend the night kind of reminiscing and catching up and that sort of thing. Is there anything anyone else wants to do in this evening?
Fen will spend some time writing in her journal.
Alright.
And
Sitting by,
while
like,
this has
the
been
window.
happening, we've kind of been like, hey, do you want this cloak? Hey, do you want these boots? Hey, do you want this ring?
Swapping items, okay.
Yeah.
Swap around and reattune.
We're playing magical item switcheroo.
So you
Yeah.
switch items around and reattune to items throughout the night. Crom, anything?
Nah, just play more cards
Alright.
and sleep.
Alicia, anything?
Alicia will literally play cards until Crom, like, decides that they're done playing.
Alright.
And then, when he goes to sleep, she'll actually play around with the cards for a little bit longer on her own, and then, eventually, just pause and fall into a meditation.
Alright, so yeah, we'll say you guys all eventually at different times either go do your trance or go to sleep. Some of you might be exhausted and may sleep even though you can trance. Your choice. I'll say next morning dawns and you do get a long rest.
Hell yeah.
whew, that was a long day for you guys.
It's a real long day.
Felt like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Wild. And say early in the morning, Ran, the queen kind of calls you and asks you to meet her outside your friend's room.
Yeah, she gets up, gets dressed, armor up, just in case. You know, with her friends around.
And she soon kind of walks up to you, hands folded, and outside the door and says, "Well, shall we try and convince your friends to cooperate and come with us today?
If that's what you think we should do, sure.
I need to see this place for myself. I would ordinarily not leave the palace, but this is important. Anyway, and she kind of gestures like an after you motion.
Yeah, she'll follow. Done.
So the guards kind of like open the door and they stay outside the room, and as you guys are just kind of starting to wake up and kind of like stretch, yawn, brush your teeth, etc. You see the queen and Rand shortly behind her walk into the room after a short knock.
Fen, who would have been pacing after trancing, for only 4 hours, and then would have spent the rest of the night literally just pacing back and forth and back and forth, just kind of looks and crosses her arms and glares at Ran again.
Alicia is in the corner with the deck of cards and just kind of flipping through them and just glances up and glances back down.
Crom and Pip. Crom and Pip.
Thinking. You first, Pip.
Okay.
Pip will just say. Pip will kind of look up at the Queen and say, "And to what do we owe this pleasure?"
Yeah, what she said.
She just kind of smiles softly and says, "Oh, I've just come to, after you've had the night, to see if you'd like to accompany me on an outing, if you can behave, of course. See if we can't find your other little friend." She kind of sneers at the word friend. Anyone say anything?
Do I get the sense that she's talking about the other Queen?
Yeah. With your insight,
queen.
yeah.
There's
Vivian?
no other queen. No.
Oh, fair. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Continue, Pip. Or anyone.
When do we leave?
You cut out there.
And when do we leave?
Within the next couple hours, I'd say. Few things to get ready.
No thank you.
I think we're out, lass.
It was a question, wasn't
Not
it?
on your side, not on her side. I think we're pretty done. And I go over and sit down next to Alicia and say, "Another hand?"
Yeah.
I see you thought this was truly a request. Well, I know
We
Rand.
phrased it as one.
I was trying to be polite. Well, I know Ran. I mean, Pyra. She nods at Ran. Has a working knowledge of roughly where she was last seen. I know that you guys have actually met her, and it would be incredibly helpful if you would accompany us. It was going to be a couple of days' journey from where we could portal in, of course.
And what
I
do
guess
we
we
get
have
out of it?
Yeah.
You get to save your family's lives, of course. Friends, family, whoever you care about, really. Don't think we can't find them.
You hear that, lasses? She really is in the mood for a war.
Oh, I thought we were playing Spit in the Ocean. No, like I should have just
Sorry,
sunken
I
into
just
the card
overheard
game.
that. I bet 5 gold. Then I throw the 5 pieces of paper in the middle of the pot, and I can't wait to see the queen's face to that one.
She just make a perception check. Or no, make an insight check actually.
Oh boy.
Make sure to take it off the GM rules. Yeah, she kind of looks over at you and just gives you the strangest look like, who are you? What are you doing? What?
What in the fuck is this game?
Basically.
Crom reaches up with one finger and just goes, licks it, and then goes in the air. Chick! Point. It keeps playing. Makes it look like it's part of the game.
Make a deception check.
Well, we know how he's gonna fail this one. There we go.
There's the normal
The
numbers.
dwarf is back.
Not much. Her insight's not much better. She just kind of like looks at you, mouth slightly open, closes it, and looks to the rest of you to see your reactions, responses to what she said.
Glacier cuts in 2 platinum.
Fen will just be. It's been weeks since we last saw her. Who knows if she's even still there?
Roll a deception check.
It has been weeks.
Oh, yeah, it hasn't been a week. Never mind.
It's been a while. We had to
Sorry.
walk all the way.
Time.
It's been.
Roll
all the way to
roll,
us.
roll a persuasion check, I guess, rather.
Is that better or worse for you?
Oh.
It's a solid +0.
Bull.
You've been hanging out near the dwarf too much.
She seems to believe you. She's like, yes, but you see, if we get to the location you last saw her at, actually, how do you know she would be long gone? Why would she leave such a supposedly safe place?
She never stays in one place too long. How do you
Inside
think you've
check.
never been able to find her?
Roll a deception
never
check
been
and
gone
roll an
before,
insight
have you?
check, Nate. Ran. Deception check for Pip.
God, please.
Will
Oh,
Pip get advantage from my help?
Oh God.
Will
It's
Pip get
an 8.
advantage from my help?
Oh my
For me
God.
also speaking up.
I rolled a 2 and I had a heart attack.
She kind of like looked. She kind of ran. You totally believe her. Like she apparently doesn't stay in one place too long.
It would make sense as to why you never could find her in like how many years has it been?
Oh, it's more like months, my dear. Well, that's a conundrum. So, in your conversations, I'm assuming you had. I don't know. I'm assuming you talked to her for a while. I don't know. Did she happen to mention where she generally travels to?
My lady, let me ask you a question. When you talk to Rand, do you tell Rand all of your secret plans? Because she didn't tell us nothing. So I kind of figure that's kind of what queens do, is they tell you what they want you to know and they don't tell you the rest.
She kind of smirks. Of course I do.
I thought so. Excuse me, back to 2 platinum.
She
God, those are scary cards.
she actually smirks, looks at Ran, and says, "Of course I do."
Insight check.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
I know it's a lie, but I got
Does
it.
Rand get to roll it as well?
No.
Wait, get to roll 1.
An insight check.
For what?
For like whether she's lying about like she told you all the plans.
Tells you everything.
Oh yeah, fair. I mean,
She
No, she's up there.
she's
trust her.
according to what you can read, like she's telling the truth. Completely honest.
God, she's.
In Pip's head,
Alas,
just like, nah, she's fucking bullshitting. She has to
Man,
be.
this is convincing.
Yeah.
I look over at Alicia. Alicia said, "Now, listen. See that look? I want you to remember that look. That is what a bluff looks like. That was beautifully done. If you can practice that look, you can bluff me all time. Like that 2 platinum piece
No, but
that you just made, I knew was BS.
But really, like, she's telling the truth, is what you read. She's telling the truth.
I figured that, but that doesn't mean I'm going to make it easy on her.
Like, well, believe what you want. I've told. She's my confidant. provide any valuable information, of course I let her in on my plan.
Speaking of secret information, Care, check Discord. I got a question for you.
Bless you.
Bless you, whoever that is.
Why didn't CC say that is love you?
Did it say that's about my comment or yours?
Just mine.
We're back just
Oh,
2 seconds.
Thank God.
Then, Care, in that case, she'll just whisper into Queen's ear
Bless
in
you.
Akruvic.
Oh wait. You can communicate telepathically with the charmed creature as long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence. Maybe it is 2 ways.
It says communicate.
Yes. I would say that maybe that means it's 2 ways.
Yeah, because in Find Familiar, it's 1 way telepathy.
Bless
It
you.
specifically states that send it commands, I believe. I
It
don't
just
know.
says you communicate telepathically with the creature. As long as you're on the same plane of existence. Actually, no, yeah, I'll say it's 2 way.
Oh my god, so many sneezes.
Yeah,
Okay, then I will send you a telepathic message
alright.
in Discord, because
Say
fuck
it.
it.
No,
It's telepathic.
no, say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
Benefit of the stream.
She'll just say, through that link,
Which none of you hear.
cry on the Queen.
She kind of looks over at you. Well, you
Give me
see
10
my.
minutes.
She kind of says back to you in her mind. Jesus Christ. In your mind, that's a excellent plan, my dear. And she kind of like, all you guys see is her kind of fingering an amulet. You okay?
Yeah. No,
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Is he dying? How many sneezes was that?
allergies.
It was like 10.
Basically, all you guys see is her kind of like put her hand up to an amulet around her neck, and Ran, you hear, sounds like an excellent plan, my dear, but you
My
see, there is artifacts that can prevent such thing, and
Oh,
the
have you
fact
guys
that
tried scrying before?
no, just the fact that I have one. I know it's generally common practice that the ruler of this kingdom, it cannot be spied upon by simple magics.
You never know until you try.
You can, if you would like to try, please by all means. She kind of folds her hands together.
Alright. Bet. I'll get you an image.
Alright,
Count on it, motherfucker.
are you?
And I walk out of the room while pointing at her silently the whole time.
That's sick.
Just staring.
Alright.
Did you just call the queen motherfucker?
Yes, she did.
Also, I love that the captions bleep out motherfucker.
Yeah. This is a Christian caption.
Anyway,
Shit.
so you actually see Rand walk out of the room. What do you do? And the queen's just kind of staring at you and says, "So, where's your family's safety enough of a motivation to come along and also to behave?"
Said a few hours, right?
Pardon?
You said a few hours, correct?
Before we leave, correct, yes. A couple more things to prepare.
Well, then leave and let us get ready.
Excellent. And she turns around and walks out. And I'm assuming we'll walk with you, Rand, toward probably the throne room. And you want to attempt to scry?
Yes. On the previous queen.
Let's say, her the sake of brevity, you attempt to scry, which would be difficult because you're not quite familiar with it. You know her name, and you are blocked. You cannot find a target. Roll an Arcana check.
An Arcana check? Sure. I actually have a pretty good roll for Arcana. Watch me get a natural 1. Nope. Natural 19 for 27.
You would know that, judging by the way you were literally found nothing, that there about certain artifacts, like the Queen was describing, that block divination magic.
Well,
She's in a lead box.
thing that you have, that you told me that she probably had, but I didn't believe you, she has it. So now we know. In a way,
You're just gonna...
I did still get you information. You're welcome.
She just closes her eyes again and says, "Go prepare yourself."
Oh, I am already prepared. Tell me when, tell me where. I'm there. Fucking go.
Meet us. We'll meet at the front of the palace.
Sure. Do you mind if I take like a short rest before we go? Since we're going in a couple hours, right? I can just take an hour and just chill.
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
Fan-diddly-tastic, because I want that spell slot back.
Okay.
And yes, she fully just said out loud in common to the Queen of Thalion, fan-diddly-tastic.
They're just best friends. Just the best of buds.
I figured you did. You're just gonna annoy her to death. Jesus Christ.
That's one way to do it.
That is the goal. That is
So just the Queen closed the door. Crom looks up, says, "Glasses, gather around."
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Thinking, Crom.
Alicia, can you get a message to somebody in Hawthorne who can get a force to the crossroads before we could get there?
I really don't want to involve more people.
It's a way for us to get free and maybe save Rand.
We don't necessarily know where we're gonna be.
Yeah.
Or
See,
if
she
a
wants
force
us-
could show up there in time. If we're going
And
to the
She
portal.
wants us to go where the Queen was, and we know that when we last saw her, was about the same place we lost Rand. So that will be the area they'll want us to show from that location to where. That gives them time. If we can get somebody to that look, if somebody can pour it in or get to that location before us, we can set up an ambush.
Issue is they have to know where that location is. They haven't been
It's
there.
Based from the Hawthorne, isn't there somebody in Hawthorne who would know?
Alicia just looks defeated. You fought those guards. I don't know anyone who could compete with them.
There are instructors and queens and kings in that school.
All the more likely to not want them to get hurt if there's a war coming.
I agree.
But they can get guards just like hers, except theirs. And she won't bring an army. I'm just saying it's an idea. It's the only way I can see us getting out of this with Rand right now. I think we can get there and maybe find a way to escape, but I do not see a way of saving Rand at this point in time without help. I do not think we're strong enough.
Alicia will look to Pip and Fen. Who would you even suggest?
I don't even know. Kinsley, maybe? Amoa? Maybe Platt? But even then, this is all basing it on the idea that... with the notion that they're going to know just where the portal.
Or whoever they send will know just where to portal.
I mean, the whole plan was to even get to Hawthorne to see if anyone wanted to get involved in this. We never even got that chance. Who's to say they'd even accept anyways?
We'll never know
No.
if we don't ask. I'm just, like I said, this is just the best idea I've got. I'm open to others.
You
That'll
could.
kind of- Go
My
ahead.
father and the clan could not make it there in time.
I don't think
Otherwise, I
I could,
would send word to them.
I don't think I could send out a complicated message like this in 25 words.
You could
don't
let
think-
them know that we're in trouble.
A lot
We
of
might
people
not
could let
get
know
there.
that we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they don't help today, they could maybe help in the future. If they know that we're being held.
I
Not-
don't even know what to say.
And as to porting, remember, her cards couldn't port to us. It took them weeks to find us. We
It
have
could
to
take
assume
whoever we ask for help weeks to get to the location we need them to be.
Yeah.
this is true, but it could also take us a week to get there as well. We may end up right where they took us from and walking back.
I think it's too soon. They're expecting us. They would have to expect us to do something.
Which is why this to me sounds like a great idea because we aren't doing anything. We're only going to act off someone else. But like I said, I'm just trying to find a way to help.
Then we'll kind of sit down and kind of put her head in her hands and her elbows on her knees and go, do you really think they'd be able to find our families and stuff? Like, Everagile's a long ways away from here and everything, and like, you know.
I'm willing to bet that Rand told them exactly where to find them.
Rand knows exactly where your family is.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I don't think that she's bluffing.
If we don't want to send help to help us, we can send your families to my father and my clan.
I don't know if they'd be
It'll
able to get
safer
there.
there than it'll be anywhere else. And Ren won't know it. Only us will.
My family would be safer where they are with the Watcher's protection in Everagile. I don't know about Pips though, if they could even get to any place safe. Or Alicia's, I don't know.
Look, if she was going to do something like that, she would have done it by now.
I mean, who knows if she hasn't done it already.
Have assassins already out.
Or hell, even brought them here somehow. I don't know. We could try.
If she'd have
Send
brought
a
him here, she
message.
marched him in front of us.
Sure. What are we going to do?
Like I don't want to help her, but I feel like our hands are tied in this situation.
I'm just thinking of waiting and just see if there's an opening at some point.
And will kind of laugh a little bit to herself and go, remember when Rand got taken by Lord Barnett and found that opening and managed to escape all by herself? And Didn't even need us. No, doesn't even need us now.
She really doesn't.
I would say she needs you all more than
Calm,
she's
you
never
don't
ever
fucking know her.
any.
You don't know
her.
any.
I can tell from your reactions to her that her behavior is not normal. I can tell that much just by being me, and I'm an idiot.
Crom, my best memory of her is her throwing a rock at me.
You're right, though, that she's not.
Like, that much we know, but we can't figure out why. Maybe she just was like that this whole time. It was lying the entire time. Freaking knows.
Alicia will, like, just kind of crawl over and just, like, throw herself to kind of, like, just hold on around Ben and just squeeze her in a big hug.
Until we can figure out what's wrong with Rand, we can't help her.
With Ellie, it was easy. We knew it was the bracelet thing. I don't see. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find anything on Rand.
I don't think it's a bracelet. I think it's
You're cutting out.
I don't think it's a bracelet thing. I think it's a mind thing. But I don't know
love
how
how-
to break it.
I love how the subtitles of this chat, like, translated that perfectly, even when you sounded like a robot. That's so.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
good.
crazy. Yeah.
Anyway,
I need to get a mic. Jesus fuck.
She just kind of puts her head down and kind of like leans into Alicia's hug.
Yeah, she's, like, not letting go.
Yes, ma'am.
Would your father help?
They would not be able to get to where we're going, but if you can get your families to my father, I will make sure that he will offer them sanctuary.
I feel like
Where
it's
would
even more
that
foolish.
sanctuary be?
Sure, ask a question I got to look at a map for.
I feel like it's even more foolish to put everyone in the same place.
We could surround them with my clan just on the edges of Stratham.
And is your clan how strong are they? You saw those knights. The way
I'm
was
okay
it?
with it,
It was a couple
Compared to my-
seconds, and they had us.
and I'm a weakling compared to my father. My father could stand toe-to-toe with a knight, and my clan they would need much larger numbers, and they would have to bring those numbers into the middle of a major city in Cavia. It would be war. It would take war to get your families out of my clan.
She already wants that.
There's war already coming.
But until the troops are inside my clan's hold, the families will be safe as they can be anywhere on this world.
Alicia will pull back from Fen, but not very far, but just looks to Fen and Pip. If you want me to send a message to your families, I will, but otherwise, I'm not. I think it's a bad idea.
I think it's a bad idea to leave.
It's your call.
Then we'll one sec. Shit, where did it go? Never mind. We're gonna pause that thought for a second. I can't find where my note was.
It happens.
a warning, maybe, then. Just let someone know what's going on. Just before whatever all this happens. So if people in higher places know, can help beyond that.
Quick meta question. Would Alicia even be able to contact Fenn's parents? She's never met them.
No, I have a solution there.
Oh, shit.
That's what my note is for.
Oh, okay.
As long
Well,
as
then
Ben-
Alicia says...
as long as you have a name and if Ben can a description, I would let it happen. Yeah.
The thing is, you know who Elistar is.
Yeah.
So Fen will take a piece of paper out of her notebook. It has about 6 different iterations of what eventually became into this 25-word message that she clearly spent hours on the night before.
Wow.
You're just talking about you, aren't you?
Yeah, it was actually.
She is Fenn.
I got really into character after last week. This all happened last week.
What a fucking week.
And Fen will hand the paper to Alicia, and it basically says, could you send this to Ellie? I know you've met him, and it's a lot easier to talk to people you've met before.
Okay.
All it says is, from Fen, in trouble in Thalion, balance in jeopardy, tell parents I'm sorry, not giving up yet, warn watchers, war coming, love you all. And it's written out so Alicia can say it exactly.
That's fucking perfect.
Alright, do you want to do that, Alicia?
Alicia takes a deep breath and just rereads the page like multiple times, and then she casts the spell.
And then make sure to point out, like, oh, don't read that one. It's this one.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, here. It covers her hand to the funny ones. That one was too many words.
Okay.
Alright.
She casts the spell.
Okay, the response you get back is... Oh no. Not another... Are you sure you're okay? Trouble at home. And that's it.
Shit.
Trouble at home.
Alicia pauses and reiterates what he said.
Ben just says shit.
Yeah.
No. So it's already started.
You want me to send another message?
No, thank you. Thank you. He'll be able to get across what he can. Thank you.
Yeah. Pip, did you want me to send a message?
Is there any point to it?
No.
Then they're probably already taken.
There's always a point when there's life. As long as there's life, there's a chance. Don't assume defeat. Defeat's hard enough to beat when you're not giving it an advantage.
Ben will just mutter, "Shut up, Crom." And take that piece of paper back from Alicia and shove it back in her journal and put it away.
Alright. Alicia, you doing anything else? I think Kathy sending any more messages?
She does not.
Alright. Just for sake of brevity, we'll say a couple hours pass. And you all assemble, kind of find your way outside the room and are directed towards the entrance to the palace. where you find Ran, the queen, and that strange knight with all the blades waiting, and you assume one of the guards that brought you here. They all look pretty similar. And the queen, as you approach, says, "Ah, excellent. Ready to go, are we?"
Lead the way.
And she nods and kind of nods at the knight, who kind of like raises his hand, kind of makes the motion and makes the portal. It's like a little bit of probably like steel gray dust kind of falling, and as it forms, she says, "After you," and you have 6 seconds to get through, which you know.
Well, Alicia just stands there.
You get a good shove from behind from the one knight.
Crom's the first one through.
All right.
If we'll take one of Alicia's hands. Guide her
And Fen
through.
will take the other hand. Oh, it's just other hand.
Aw. That's cute.
And Ran, I assume you go in or go through.
Correct.
And the queen follows through, and as you come through the portal, you find yourself at a crossroads in the road, and the queen kind of looks around and says, "All right, which way?"
Is this crossroads familiar? You been here before?
It looks familiar, yes.
Rana's just gonna look to her friends.
Is this the one next to the forest or a little bit down the road?
This would be this one.
Also smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
Alright. And
And that was the one that we first found Vivian at, right?
Yeah, it's about roughly 2.5 days journey east.
I'll be right back just for 1 second this time.
so we found her like here.
Yeah, roughly here. Ish. So, what do you guys do? Say,
Alicia just stands there, holding
Well-
Fen and Pip's hand, as long as
And I'll
they
be
look.
like, "You were here too, Ran. Don't you remember?" Very deadpan.
That's awesome.
no. So you see that the queen now is wearing, along with a very elegant set of robes instead of her usual dress, and is carrying a rather intricate-looking staff. It's kind of got like a kind of almost spirals, but kind of like meets a diamond, and then another diamond, and then like a Y on the top.
We found the queen like a little bit east, right?
Yeah, a little bit east.
Crom turns and starts walking down the south road.
Alicia starts following.
All right. And she says,
The southwest road.
yeah, so southish road, basically.
Yeah. I said south, and I looked over and said, "Hold up, both roads are heading south out of that frickin' the wrong road." Let's do it that way. Wrong
She
south.
kind of looks and says, "The south, really? Interesting."
Hell, I don't remember. I'm just a dwarf.
Is this correct?
And
The rest of
I
you?
spent the whole time following from the front, so I figure I'd do the same here.
That's amazing.
She just kind of
Following
looks
from
at
the
you,
front.
and
Okay.
she just turns to the rest of you and says, "Is this the correct direction?"
Alicia doesn't reply. She just keeps following Crom.
The queen was
Sorry, we were-
southeast,
The
right?
the knight will actually come and get ahead of you and put up a hand to hold you while she waits for an answer.
Oh, if it was here, then weren't we like supposed to go? Where is it? If we're like right here, weren't we supposed to go like down there?
Yeah.
Somewhere down here?
Only
I'm at-
you last left them right here, Ren. So you haven't actually seen this crossroads until now. Well, except for obviously when you're going to school.
Okay, so would I know based on previous travels
You-
that I would know vaguely where this is and where that is? Vaguely? I'm happy to roll, if need be.
Roll a historical perception check.
Wait.
A historical what? History?
No, perception check, but like
Roll a
for like in the
philosophy check.
in the past, for the past. If that makes any
Okay.
sense.
Okay. Cool. That's
Would
6.
you- Yeah, no, you've walked through these roads playing times, but you've never seen runes before. But
I know.
I will
was-
say, you know that you passed over the river, and you don't
Yeah.
remember coming to another road before the runes were pointed out to you.
We passed east to west, crossing the river from east to west, and we did not come across another road before we hit the ruins. But I don't know where we are. She says in character to the queen, casually.
She says,
That makes 2 of us. I just got ported into the middle of nowhere.
well, she kind of pulls up from a satchel at her side and rolls the map, and just reads it and says, "Well, if the portaling was accurate, which it should have been. They've been to multiple spots. We should be here." And she points at the northern crossroads. And if you passed over the river and did not hit another road, we should be going east. And she kind of just stares in the direction of Alicia and Crom where you were stopped.
Oh, southeast, but yeah.
I look over to Lisa.
South and then east.
Mostly east. Roughly. It's the eastern road.
I just want to, out of character, but point out that the captions every time translate Alicia to different names.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny.
That's because I say it differently every time.
No,
Even when we say it properly,
For
it's half the time
everyone.
it's Alicia.
Yeah.
Elisha.
Yeah.
Alicia.
Lisa.
Alicia.
Yeah, Lisa.
Alacia.
Okay.
Alicia.
Last,
Damn it.
Nope. Anyway.
am I leading from the front the wrong way again?
I don't know.
I get so confused with you girls. And he'll turn
The
and
hell-
go across country to the other road. You know, cross the 40 feet of whatever till he hits the other road. Then.
This is a world map. So technically, that goes like days on the map.
Oh no, but I mean, there's got to be like an actual Y intersection. So I started down the one Y instead of going
sure.
back up and then going down. I just cut across.
Okay, sounds good. You kind of walk back towards the eastern road, basically. All right. For the sake of brevity, is there anything you guys want to do, discuss while you're traveling for the next couple of days?
It's not going to matter because I roll so low on perception checks, but Ran is just keeping a close eye on all of her friends.
Okay,
For
roll,
any
roll
shady
a
business
general
to do.
roll a general perception check,
Sure thing.
just in case.
Natural 1.
You're just so engrossed in trying to keep the queen happy and annoying her at the same time.
On the exact
Or-
opposite of that, Crom is going to spend the entire time just watching the guards and looking and seeing what the routines are, finding their daily routine, looking for the gaps in their coverage because
You
there's only 2 guards, right?
you came here with the queen, yourselves,
Ran.
including Ran and yourselves, and that strange knight
Oh,
with the
that's
7 blades.
So optimistic. I love
So
it.
there's only one guard.
Yeah.
Oh, so the
One-
other
one-
With
knight.
with
Common.
7 blades. He's different. He's dressed
How
How many
different.
arms?
He's dressed 2. He's dressed differently. He's dressed differently than the elite guards. He's
So he's elite. Or lead to the
There's
seventh
no-
tower. It's got 7 blades. I know how math works.
I'd be spending my time watching the queen and the 7-armed guard, or the 7-sword guard. I really want to make it 7-armed now. The 7-sword guard, and I will make comments, dude. You've only got 2 arms. Why do you need 7 swords? You got 5 more arms hidden somewhere,
He doesn't
somewhere
say,
in the middle of this.
He doesn't say
But I
a
will keep
word. Or
I
they
will
don't
keep
say
an
a
eye
word.
on the 3 of them, and watch their routines, looking for holes and gaps and things I can use to my advantage.
Okay, roll. I'll say a perception check first. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
And now roll an insight check to go along with it.
Not terrible.
Oh.
not
Not
terrible.
too bad.
With that,
Not too bad. Okay, well, you
but I
get
thought
it.
it was going to be.
I'll say that as you guys are traveling and such, you get a fairly good read on that the knight armored person walks fairly close to the queen, but seems to always have like his head on a swivel and keeping an eye on all of you.
Queen's Secret Service.
And
Basically.
you will actually, especially Fen, Pip, and because of that perception roll for Crom, well,
Never thought I'd
you notice it first. At night when you guys are all settling down to sleep, and even the knight who does take watches with Rand, alternating with Rand, I would assume.
You
You
think
will-
she's taking watch? She has 2 people to put it on. Fuck them.
Fair. The night
Unless the queen tells her to, in which case
she
she's
would probably tell
simping.
you to alternate watches. Anyway, you would notice that the queen never actually sleeps. She just kind of sits there and studies the maps and studies a book in her possession. She keeps a very close eye on everyone, though.
Freaky. Weak.
I offer to take a watch at night.
Okay. You do.
The second.
And she accepts it. Anything
And she lets me watch alone,
Pardon?
and she lets me take the watch by myself.
Oh god, no.
Oh,
She
You let you stay up if you want. Go ahead.
Well,
here.
she's
I just hit
she's-
the easy button.
she stays awake all night, but she appears rested in the morning. Roll. No, you wouldn't know anything. I'm gonna say, because Rand would notice eventually as well that the queen doesn't seem to sleep. We'll say it takes you a little bit longer than the rest, but you notice eventually as well that the queen doesn't actually seem to sleep, even though she appears rested. So you can roll an Arcana check, and Pip can roll an Arcana check.
That is a pretty dope magic there. And I rolled terribly, so 12.
Come on, Pip.
Oh, Pip is out.
Oh, I just showed
Oh,
that.
wait.
Someone can roll for her.
I'm checking her bonus.
You should be able to click on the
Checking
sheet.
+10.
You can just click on
I
her sheet.
I cannot click on her sheet.
You should be able to.
Yeah, because I used to roll for you.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
All the time.
Hold
So
on.
Literally
when you
for,
weren't
like-
even there, it was just for fun.
Well, don't. That makes me feel bad.
Just teasing.
Good. Welcome to the club.
Damn.
So
But it was an Arcana check, not a.
Oh shit! Is that what I rolled? That's what I rolled.
Yeah.
Holy
You
crap!
rolled perception.
okay.
But that's-
Oh yeah, roll Arcana.
Oh shit! That was the wrong thing. Can we just add that her bonus to that roll? Cause that was really good. No. Okay. I'll just. There it is.
None of you really understand it. Even.
Yeah, some dope, dope magic shit.
Do you want to take a quick break while Pip's finishing changing your cat's litter?
Sure.
Let's take a quick break.
I mean,
Okay.
unless she's wearing a flesh suit.
Anyway, we'll say with the
Hi, welcome back, Josh.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Was that the first thing that you heard? Flesh suit?
Yeah, so roll for flesh suit.
Okay, so backtrack a little bit. Fan, what were you looking for again? You were looking at Ran.
Ran trying to figure out what was going wrong. The Arcana check did not go well. Then you have me roll a perception check because I was looking really hard,
Okay.
and that was a 26.
Okay, we'll start with Fan with a 26 perception. She wouldn't understand it. It just seems like something external is affecting her. External but internal, if that makes any sense.
Perfect. You know, we love
You really
hot
do
but
not.
cold.
Yeah, you really do
Quiet
not
but loud.
understand.
Colonel at the same time. Got it.
You really do not understand it. It confuses the hell out of you. And we'll
But that
say,
description makes perfect sense. Bravo.
Thank you.
Genuinely. Internal but external.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nat, I will say you do discern that she's definitely not presenting any sort of illusion. She appears human. Although she does seem to not squint in the dark when it's dark. I will say if you're watching her closely, I'll say you notice that the book at night, like when you're settling down, she's like reading a book. The book she's reading appears to be some sort of like spell tome, possibly, but not a spell book. Makes any sense?
Is it at night with no light?
Pardon?
During my watch, I see her reading that book in the dark with no light or no candle or no nothing, right?
Yeah, just basically by like whatever firelight there is.
Okay, so she's using firelight.
Please.
I thought like pitch black reading in the dark. I'm like,
I mean,
okay, that's all I want.
the firelight does not provide a whole hell of a lot of light. It's like maybe
shadows.
5, maybe 10-foot radius, if that. And she's kind of leaning back most of the time.
So she's like leaning away from the fire, and the fire is on the spine of the book, but she's
Sometimes.
reading in the shadow of the book.
Sometimes. Like sometimes she's got it down and kind of reading, sometimes it's
That's
kinda-
really good dark vision.
Yeah.
That's dark vision. That's better than drow dark vision. That's
Well,
scary.
It's hard to explain. Like it's there's still light on the book. It's just not the greatest. It's put this way: she appears human, but the way she's reading the book acts like she has dark vision, like she of some sort.
I'm pretty sure the book has optimal font.
Out of blatant curiosity, does my detect magic, like, see anything? My
No.
Because if it's magical, it shines a little bit, and I can tell what school of magic it is. But I don't know if there's actually going to be any. I'm just shooting blind in the dark.
No, you wouldn't be able to tell that there's anything magical. Just that she's got everything she's wearing is magical.
Literally
Cool.
everything.
Well, I mean, like her robe,
Robe.
her robe, her staff, the amulet she's wearing. She's got like little pings everywhere.
Dope. Good for her. Alright. I'll keep that information to myself. You all know no shit.
Yeah.
And of course, you do within yourself detect the thing that I told you about.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know. That's
Oh,
right.
weird.
There.
Does anyone else want to do anything over these nights?
In character.
Yeah, sounds like Ran.
I have a question.
Hmm.
What's like the marching order here?
What is your marching order? Because she would
I mean,
be,
like I'm saying, is she in the front? Is she behind us? Where's
she
the
would
guard?
be kind of positioning herself roughly in the middle, and the guard would be walking from the rear, so that he can keep an eye on everyone.
Okay. And
Crom's gonna be up front.
as an out of character question, who was holding the note from Vivian?
Well, you guys gave that. You gave
think-
that to her. Oh yeah, from her. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah,
I think I have it.
think you have it.
Aisha
Had
definitely
it.
doesn't.
Just
Might be a good idea to get rid of it.
Eat it!
Just a thought.
Well, I have a letter to Viv. I don't.
the one that she gave us to give to like someone at Hawthorne.
I can't remember who took that. It was I think it was either Fen or Nat, one of the two of you, or Pip.
It was,
It's not
I
a magic
thought it was
letter, is
Pip,
it?
but
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
it's Pip.
I thought it was Pip.
We'll say Pip has it. So letter
Alright,
to Vivian is a letter from Vivian now.
Okay.
It's not
Because
magic.
letter to Vivian is in the Queen's hands.
Yeah, the one we gave to Vivian. You know,
Yeah.
she had that.
Okay, I just changed it.
You know, you might want to, if you go take a, shit one night, just drop it in there.
Anyway.
There's your tissue right there.
Yeah. Pip will. She still has it in her bag, so she's just gonna.
Do it during my
I guess
watch.
use a bathroom break and kind of stealth away so she can't really be seen, and then try and bury it in whatever hole she digs. You're welcome.
Roll a stealth check.
This is nice.
Stealthy poops. Let's go.
Stealthy moves. This is peak D&D.
Even if they get the note, they still have to touch it.
So 20 stealth,
That's good. That's,
and this is at night, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it'd be at night during my watch, right?
Yeah, probably.
Your watch.
roll a perception check, Crom, for your watch.
I may even know she's doing it. I'm not going to tell nobody.
I know.
Good, because I didn't see nothing.
Better that way.
That was a really low roll too.
Now Crom doesn't have to lie, and we know he sucks at that.
I am so glad Ran was asleep during this.
So none of you notice anything, but I'll say, Pip, as you sneak away, you do notice that at the last moment, the knight who's just taking watch with Crom this time, does kind of glance in the direction that you went, but doesn't say anything. He just watches.
He
Ew.
watches me take a shit.
No,
Ew.
he watches the direction you go. God damn it.
It's completely normal, just taking a shit.
I spend the whole night trying to talk this guy into
Hey, we
trying
did
to
it.
talk him into playing Spit in the Ocean with me.
We made the DM face palm.
Yay!
All for toilet humor.
You did it!
I feel Matt's pain. Anyway.
Thinking B, we don't want anything necessarily from the queen, an item like that, to go find her.
But let's just say you noticed that you were not quite
Not stealthy enough.
stealthy enough. Barely.
Hips weren't
Push
quiet
it in
enough.
a little bit.
Got it.
Alright, so you dispose of the note. I'm not going into detail there.
The note is thoroughly disposed of.
And I
Stained.
bury my shame.
Roll a sleight of you did a pretty decent job.
I mean,
Pip, what's wrong with you?
Well, put it
I
this
mean,
way.
it's in there.
You think you
Like,
think
it'll be a
no, the sleight of hand check was basically you think you did a decent job of not only burying
Covering
covering it, but making it look like there's nothing there. You
Does
think?
Ramcast detect poop?
It's a spell for me, man. I can just tell when people shit in 100-foot radius.
That's all.
Why? Ray wants to know when
Do it
people
again.
do it. It scares
Okay.
me a little bit.
Because it's when they're most vulnerable.
Feeling much better now though. Ease some of the stress.
Anyway,
Good.
good for
You know,
you.
that bread and cheese just didn't agree with her.
Mhm. So if there's nothing else you guys want to discuss, then we'll say this is like the last night before the next day you're gonna get to the location.
Alicia is just fucking miserable and robots wherever she's told to go.
And tries to
So,
cheer
I
her up
do-
by playing I Spy with her.
She very occasionally makes a guess. Until it kind of like, if the game gets forgotten, she'll be quiet immediately.
Pip, for most of this journey, has just been staring at Ran.
Seven Sword Knight, did he say anything to me at all that whole time?
Nope.
The whole time I talked to him, he said nothing back.
Nope.
Love it.
Absolutely
When we
ignored
go
you.
to start out the next morning, I say, "Hey, seven sword guy, 7-arm guy, whatever your name is. Do you know what happened to our horse?"
Oh no.
Back at the keep.
Probably got left in Thalian in the
You hear
in
the
stable.
queen pipe up. Oh, he's in the stable of the palace.
Thank you, your royal worshipness.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
This is and actually this is the first time that Alicia's bothered to look at her.
Ran out
She's
loud.
telling the
Cor-
truth.
Will say, "God, I am loyal to her, and even I don't kiss her ass that much, Crom."
Oh, you didn't catch the sneer in that whole thing? God, Rand, I thought you had more class. I thought you could tell a little sarcasm once in a while. Guess that's what I get for thinking. Hold it, that was a cut on
Yeah, maybe-
myself. That didn't work out. I blame you, Pip.
Yeah,
That is your fault.
let's say, Pip, you're pretty sure she's telling the truth, and Alicia, you're definitely sure she's telling the truth.
Alright. She doesn't say anything, she just casts her eyes back down and without even looking, she guesses for Fen if it's a tree.
Out of character, I want a mental note made that the dwarf was the first one to think of the horse in this whole time.
I've thought of it. I just didn't bring
We
it up.
kind of assumed
wanna
that it was in a
ask.
stable.
But that's what the dwarf thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's why Alicia's so sad. We don't have Rhubarb with us.
Yeah. It's really the only thing.
Yeah, Rhubarb was our emotional support horse.
Yeah. And it's not even that
Makes
he's gone.
so much more sense now.
It's just more that
I think-
she knows that Crom and Rhubarb are way closer than she's comfortable with.
After that comment about rhubarb, I think Pip will kind of coax Kiko out of her leathers
Mhm.
and put it on Alicia's shoulder. Put her on Alicia's shoulder.
Mhm.
She actually, like, almost doesn't react, and almost like she's startled, snaps out of it a little bit, and looks at her shoulder, and, which on her other shoulder is also that bird.
Alright, forgot about that thing.
Yeah. It's still just sitting there quietly.
Tucked
Your
in it.
bird better behave.
And it does. It just kind of, it doesn't even really make many noises. It's a very quiet, patient bird. And Alicia just like glances onto her shoulder and weakly reaches up with her other arm and taps him on the head and keeps walking. She doesn't even pick him up. Just leaves him on her shoulder.
Really?
As we walk away, Crom leans over to Pip and say, she is a cleric, right? Not a druid? I didn't get that wrong? I get things wrong, but I thought she
She's
was
a cleric. She's a cleric.
I mean, druids are good too. I didn't want to think I was thinking the wrong thing this whole time. I don't think I do. Well, yeah, I probably said something against nature, but I don't want to do that. And he's kind of doing that whole thing as he walks along and moves back to the point. And the whole time you're hearing him mumble himself, did I say something bad about nature?
We'll say your brevity. Unless there's anything else you guys want to discuss or try to do, you eventually do. Fen, you notice the ruins first.
I don't say anything.
All right. So you wander around for a little bit, and eventually, we'll say using Rand's passive perception, you do finally. Probably takes. You should have been about midday on this other world. By the time you got it, we'll say it's about 4 o'clock by the time you find it. Stumbling around.
Doing circles.
Ben's been playing I Spy with Alicia, and at the entire time it's like sees the runes out of the corner of her eye.
I see something. Rune's like, oh, fuck.
Shit.
Basically. Were you trying to say anything, Nate?
Well, she'll point it out, obviously.
Okay, so you find it and she kind of wanders over and says, alright. Rather dilapidated. Where was she? She kind of looks at you all expectantly.
It was right here. Something must have
Inside.
happened.
She just arches her eyebrows.
She was inside the ruins.
And how do you pretend to get inside?
Rand
How do you
just wanna
think?
go look
Door?
inside the ruins.
The walls are all kind of knocked down, so you just kind of go around them. There's no real door to get inside, my lady. Oh, you're talking about the... Oh, I'm sorry. You meant the trap door. It's over there somewhere. And vaguely points to the wrong corner.
Or was it over there?
She
Well,
just
now
kinda,
Rand knows the trap.
Are we
door.
sure it wasn't over here?
Trap door.
Between us and Rand, this woman is going to go insanely angry very soon.
she just kind of gestures and says, after you. And just sits there waiting patiently.
I go to the opposite corner from the trapdoor and start searching for a trapdoor.
Rand will see what corner he goes to and go to the opposite corner of what he goes to.
Roll an investigation check.
Later.
She's learned.
Roll an investigation check, Ren.
That's pretty good. It's a 14.
I'll say it takes you a little bit, but you do eventually find it. It's blended in pretty well with the ground.
Found it. He was lying. Sword out. Ready to go down the trapdoor at a moment's notice.
She just kind of nods and says, after you.
Detect magic. No magic-y traps on the door, right?
No. Just
Cool.
trap
She'll
door.
open it.
Okay. You open it and you...
Is it locked?
No.
Damn it.
You
I can't
open
remember.
it.
Was it locked last time?
No.
I didn't think so.
So we'll say you're ready, you all slowly make your way down into the cellar with the queen bringing up the rear. You see basically the same setup except for Pip, who sees nothing because it's pitch black.
Remember, no, she has glasses.
Oh, that's right.
Goggles.
Right, never mind. I keep forgetting you have those now. So, what you see is, there's no lantern lit anymore, but there is, like, the table laid out there with, like, bits of crumbs and old food strewn about, and looks like
Sanitary.
just some crumpled up, but partially burned, or mostly burned pieces of parchment spread across the tables.
Pip will try and look for the queen just to make sure that she's not here.
Roll an investigation check.
Now it's good.
That's intimidation.
That's why it's good. Pip scares me.
Where are you?
Did you really? Oh my god.
So you kind of feel around the corners a little bit, and you don't find anyone. No, now knowing that she apparently can stay hidden even from people with dark vision.
Crob makes his way straight to the table
Alright.
and starts going through the remnants of paper.
Roll an investigation check.
Rand will make sure he doesn't take anything.
Pardon?
Rand is gonna make sure he doesn't take anything.
Alright. It's all pretty charred and burned. You see like a bunch of like notes, just like the scratches out, and like looks like it was writing a letter or some sort of plan, and discarded it and then burnt the remains. And there's not much left here.
Nope, just a bunch of ash and marked out stuff.
And what is the Queen's face doing?
She's just watching all of you and taking in the scene.
Like we said, probably not here.
Rand's gonna take a thorough look around.
Roll an investigation check.
Sure. Does any of the other Thalian minions help?
No, he's kind of
Okay.
guarding the
He's only
ladder.
Oh, hey, I got a non-natty 20.
Let's see, what would you find?
Stray piece of gold.
Yeah, let's say you find like, no, you wouldn't find that.
No.
Sorry.
Find an empty bottle of wine.
So close.
You find an empty bottle of Finn's wine.
Try to decide what you might find there, cause yeah.
She's pretty cleared out.
Yeah. What'd you
Hiding her
find?
tracks.
You find inspiration.
You find, she wouldn't have left anything behind. Yeah, you don't really find anything. It's pretty cleared out. Like, you might find a spare, like, an left behind arrow or a couple broken arrows.
That's useful.
Arrowheads.
She'll take those.
Okay, right then you have one arrow and a broken arrow.
Oh, she'll just take the normal arrow.
Okay, you have an arrow.
Cool.
Well, I think after you guys finish searching and kind of looking lost, Queen will just turn to everyone and say, well, then, now is when we brainstorm. Where do you think, you're all clever, where might she have gone?
You hear that last? Clever. Y'all never say that about me.
I don't think she was including you.
I didn't ask you, Lassie.
Then why are you still talking?
Because I can. The question is, why are you still listening?
How do you guys travel around with him? I would smack him.
To
So
be fair,
much.
you did it for quite a while, Rand.
Wait, what did you say?
But to be fair, you did travel with him for quite a while.
Yeah, technically she did.
Well, technically, I was following from him in front at that time, so I didn't talk to Rand much.
I wasn't really paying attention. Never
I wasn't
mind.
really all that pressed then. Still not.
But Fen will just shake her head and go, you know, if I was going to hide someplace, I would hide somewhere you wouldn't expect me to go. Who knows?
Well,
We're not going to be able to
actually,
guess.
Here's the thing. I might be able to find her.
How's that?
You know that she'll go into her telepathy thing and just say, so you know that scrying thing I can do? I just found one of her arrows. If I just scry on her quiver instead of her,
Nope.
I'd be scrying on the object.
Scrying on an object.
On an object, you can only scry on a room or a person.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember right.
Yeah, you can only
And even
scry
if you
a-
could, those arrows are
I-
within 5 feet of her, so it would
Yeah.
cancel out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, and you can't scry at an object, no. Sadly.
Never mind.
Learned that in Critical Role last night.
Actually,
Actually, that's
it's
fine
within
to-
10 feet, but anyway.
Rock is because they can't scry on it.
Right.
And I actually looked to make sure that was wrong because I was like, I thought you could scry on an object.
Nope.
Yeah, me too. Could have sworn. Nope.
You can scry on like something like that's connected to the person. So, like if you had
retcon that.
You can
just
scry on a
thought
place
that.
though, like you could scry on the Queen's throne room, right?
Yeah, if you're familiar with the location.
Sorry, I've tangented us again, and I will shut up.
Anyway.
Quiet, Crom.
So she says, well, if I were her, the school would be the last place that I would look, because it's the last place I would think to try and infiltrate, considering that I already tried that once.
What, and
Huh.
you think she got in?
I'm not stupid to think that she doesn't have allies.
Well, if you want, Lassie, I can go check it out for you.
She just laughs and says,
Big, super, obviously BS dwarven,
she actually
trying to be,
kind of
trying to be serious grin.
She actually kind of laughs and then kind of looks like she's thinking, says, actually, that could be a good idea. I think maybe we should travel northwards, and I'll send you in to retrieve her. You're not going to, shall we say, screw me over? I mean,
No,
your
whenever
family's
would we do that?
Your family.
No, Queen, no. That's
Oh,
stupid.
well,
They absolutely
buddy,
will.
Never,
Oh.
Queen.
But of course, Rand, don't worry, because you would go with them to keep an eye on them.
Bet.
Why do you even
Done.
need us? Why not? Why doesn't Rand just do it herself?
Because you guys are useful,
How?
and I specifically requested that she not kill you immediately, which she could have done 10 times over.
Are we really the smartest people in your office?
bunch of high school graduates
You'd be
And a dwarf.
and a dwarf.
You'd be
Les.
surprised how smart and useful children such as yourselves can be. She
And
kinda
we're the
smirks.
smartest in your office. No one else could do this job.
I have no one else near me. I have you.
You have your brute of a guard.
He stays near me.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. Nice of you to have romance.
She literally face palms.
Not only will she facepalm, Crom will facepalm.
Ben is gonna hold on to that for the rest of this travel and just
Actually makes him feel bad for her.
Pip literally laughs.
Ben is like doubled over laughing.
I'm so sorry for your care.
Someone keep a tally.
And Ben will be like, "Don't worry, Rand did that to me too. It's part of her charm."
And you know I have a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Full of something, all right.
Alacia and Pip and Fen, I will say in this moment, you could tell that the queen is deeply regretting something.
Good.
But she regrets not checking out where Pip was pooping.
Oh,
She's looking at Rand And it's like slowly exhaling,
Count to 10.
and just gritting your teeth.
Choose your lackeys wisely.
If I can't betray you, I will annoy you.
Apparently.
Elio, Pepper, I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. He's even better at it than I am, and I thought I was the most annoying thing in the world.
Gee.
Sure.
I've worked a lot to make sure that I could do this properly. Just for you guys.
Thank you.
You're very
Been good.
welcome.
So off to Hawthorne then, and Crown makes his way over and starts up the ladder.
Alright, so long day's travel. Anything you guys want to discuss? Anything on the way?
Still looking for that chance. Am I noticing any patterns or anything that might be useful?
In the Queen or Ran?
The Queen, Rand, or Seven Sword guy. Something that'll help us if we need to escape.
Let's
break down
say
the barrier.
using your previous role. Just that the Queen doesn't actually seem to sleep. Rand seems, not that you know her well, very just, other than seemingly trying to annoy the Queen, she seems very friendly with her. Like, incredibly friendly.
Got it. Annoys who she cares for, who she's friendliest with most.
Yep, basically.
Yeah.
That's what you read. And the knight is just watching all of you carefully. Well, keeping an eye on the Queen. Anything anyone else wants to do?
At one point, one night, Ben will scooch over by Alicia and, pull out her journal and, just like, oh, look, remember this, this, and this. And in the journal, it will have written something magical I don't understand wrong with Fran. I know you tried dispel magic on Ellie before, and you tried to do it on Rand before. You think it would work again.
Alicia starts biting on her nails. And
And then Ben all the time being like, oh yeah, and I have this page for Paragon and everything, and talking.
I miss Paragon. I actually have something to write about him if I could.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't get everything down.
Okay, she'll take the notebook, and she writes down, waiting for the chance, need her quiet, or, what's the word? Cooperative.
Mm-hmm. And Ben will be like, oh, and I remember, and then write down, maybe right before Hawthorne.
She just kind of nods slowly. She doesn't look super sure, but that's about as much of a reaction that she gives.
And Ben immediately starts just scribbling on the page, drawing pictures and swirly curly cues. Draws a doodle of the Queen.
Okay.
Draws a doodle of Pip. Draws a doodle of Ran. Question marks all around, and then scribbles out Rand's face.
Oh.
Anything else? Anyone wants to do, try, look for?
At this point, it's night, right?
But we're just going
Afternoon.
over the several days journey, basically. Just a
And
couple
we're all
weeks.
headed to Hawthorne.
Yeah, you're headed towards Hawthorne, yes.
Gotcha.
Some point, I'm assuming I'm always at point, but I'm assuming Pip comes up there often, right?
Yeah,
One of the times when we're out in front,
just scout
I
ahead.
whisper, the only chance I see for us coming up is after we separate. But we need to figure out a way to help Rand, and I don't know what that is. But I think our timing is going to be in Hawthorne itself when the Queen and that 7-armed bum isn't with us. Because I
Or
have not
perhaps
found
just before.
I haven't found any weaknesses in their setup at all, and she never sleeps.
Very disconcerting, isn't it?
It's kind of freaky. It reminds
Yeah.
me of that. It reminds me of, like I said, it reminds me of like she's not real. You know what I mean? Even an elf does their trance thing. She doesn't even do that, and she reads in by firelight from the wrong side of the book. There's just something not natural about her.
Do you think she's an illusion?
I don't think she's an illusion. I think it's almost like she's not natural. Like she's not real. It's like I'm looking at a living, walking statue. It's too perfect. And I don't know why.
If and Pip will look around and make sure that no one's listening.
Mm-hmm.
If when we start to split off from her, if I shoot an arrow or something at the Queen, do you think it'll break whatever she's got on Ran?
If it's magic, which is what I think we all believe at this point, I don't think. I don't think, first, if we were able to hit her, I don't think we could do enough damage. Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm leaning way back from my mic and I just realized it. I'm like, oh shit, is this? I know this thing is good, but how good is it?
No, we can hear you.
You're just in character quiet.
I don't think we could do enough. If I had a full round of attacks without her guard on top of me, maybe. But I just don't know if we can do enough with one arrow to break it. I think there are powers in the holy world that I am unfamiliar with, but I believe there are powers that can break things like this. It's like when you have my mom once told me about a magical sword that took over the person who picked it up. And I feel like this is similar, but not the same. I think our target needs to be Ran when we have Ran away from her. But I don't know. And
You've got a point.
I hit things really hard. That's what I do for a living. I'm kind of wise, but I'm not the smartest thing in the world.
Well, if we start this plan after we enter Hawthorne, we might have a chance to do both.
I think when we get Ran away from the Queen and that scary guard, because I don't think I can hit him enough ever right now.
Mm.
I think that's when we'll have a chance to try something with Ran and not be surrounded by the guards, not be surrounded by the Queen's minions, will be if we get to Hawthorne's grounds, we can try something there where we're closer to allies, and if it works, we can pop in the gate before they can stop us. But I mean, I'd even wait till we're inside the school.
I was just about to suggest that. I might have an idea.
I just wish I had the better words to tell you what I got going in my head on this. I just don't understand it enough. If it was a sword, I could straighten it out and fix it. But Rand is the most twisted sword I've ever seen right now.
Hey,
It's like a blacksmith puzzle that I just can't wrap my head around, and I was pretty good at those as a kid. That's describing Crom's frustration level at not figuring out what's wrong with Rand.
Hey.
I think once we get inside the school, once Ran is away from her, we'll have a chance to try something at least. It's our only shot right now.
We may have a bigger problem. I'm
Oh?
worried about the stuff.
You're worried about what?
I'm worried about Alicia. God damn it, I can't
Alicia?
say
Alicia.
Alicia.
It's
And Crom literally said, damn it, I can't say her name again.
the bug.
Closed captions just said Malaysia.
milady.
We need to find a way to snap her out of whatever she's in right now. So she can't. It's her magic I think we need. But I don't know how we get her out of where she is right now to see that she can help. And that's something I think I need to leave to you and Fen. I don't know her well enough to pull those strings.
I think she just needs hope.
Try telling her what we talked about, and maybe that will give her the hope she needs.
Maybe.
And I'm sorry for being such a crotchety old man up front all the time. And I'm saying that really loud so everybody can hear me again. So it looks like the whole time we were just talking about what an asshole I am.
Alright.
You really can be crotchety.
I am a dwarf, lass.
I was just gonna say that's an adjective for a dwarf.
Crotchety, dwarf, they mean the same thing.
Crotchety.
But nevertheless, I accept your apology.
Thank you, lass. I'll be better, I promise. And I just kind of hang my head like I've been properly chastised and move forward a little bit more to take point.
Alright. Anything
Yet
else?
doesn't learn his lesson.
Anything else anyone else wants to discuss or do or try to do?
Best playoff ever, Pip.
Man.
Well
Rand just keeps trying to talk to people, but then she feels like awkward and just doesn't. That's it.
Oh.
Pip will
Been the week
try.
yet.
Pip will try and find like a quiet moment where no one's paying attention to her and Alicia, and just quietly go over what Crom and Pip were theorizing about.
I have some thoughts, but it's better to not talk about it.
At Hawthorne?
Maybe. It depends on... It just depends on how we get there. I'd rather not say anything out loud.
No.
Alright, Fan, anything?
Nope. But occasionally she does pick up like a flower and give it to Alicia as they go.
Oh.
And trying to keep up the hope and just be like, it's a good omen.
The first flower actually sends Alicia into just a fucking torrent of tears.
Oh,
Here a
oh
bit.
no, no.
Oh.
I was just trying to make you feel better. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
The knight probably has to push her because she really starts to drag behind.
Probably does, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's looking at that and just feeling like, oh god, what did I do?
I'm sorry. And then Ben will give her one of her extra sashes to like dry her eyes with.
Oh, yeah. It takes her a little bit, but eventually she croaks out. It's okay. It's good. Thank you.
Okay.
2 nights before we get to Hawthorne,
Mm-hmm.
as we start sitting down for the night,
Mm-hmm.
Also, the flowers are in her hair now.
cards, and go, okay, Rand Lass, you want to learn how to play? I'm sorry. I can't say her name right. Can I just call you Rand? Because I'll say it wrong repeatedly.
No, I don't mind. But also, I actually do know how to play.
You know how to play Spit in the Ocean? Get over here, Lass. Let's play some cards. Pip, Finn, anybody else want in?
Oh.
Queen holds up a hand. I'm good.
You should, Queen. It's a great game, Les. How about you,
Don't
7-arm guy? Although I'm not going to let you deal with those 7 arms.
Doesn't say a word.
He cuts the deck.
With a sword.
Ben will produce all the paper coins.
Alicia actually does not come over.
Alright.
Oh.
So I sit and try to include Rand in a game with some small talk and stuff like that. I go, we may not agree on a lot of things. That does not mean we have to hate each other. And I am sorry for my behavior at times. I'm just a crotchety old dwarf. Pip has straightened me out, and I apologize.
You know, I wasn't expecting that from you, because you seem as stubborn as a mule.
Lass, do you know Pip? She scares the bejoogers out of me.
She scares the shit out of everyone. It's okay to swear
Exactly.
when you're talking about her. She's terrifying, a force of nature. Would not want to be on her bad side.
No, that's why I apologize. I'm sorry. Hoping that gets Pip a little less angry at me this week.
Hell yeah.
Apology accepted.
And I go into playing cards that night, and I do the same thing the night before we get to Hawthorne too.
Alright. Any conversations you guys have over cards?
I don't think
No.
so.
But
Okay.
Fen will leave her bag with her journal noticeably out in case Alicia wants to write anything in it.
Okay.
It's because she noticed that Alicia did not come to play cards.
Yeah. Noticing that, Fen might be misled a little bit because Alicia does take the book. But careful eye would know she never writes in it. She reads through the whole book.
I'll send you the screenshots after.
Aw, nice. Ah, yes, I win D&D. That's all I wanted.
You got the journal.
Yes. Fuck all y'all. I'm done.
You get
Mic
the
drop.
Fen deep lore.
Okay,
yeah.
so say as you're approaching the end of the path that leads into the school, the queen kind of says, "All right, this is far enough. We're almost there. So here's what you're to do, and I'm giving you till the end of the day, and then I send my friend in after you. To at least
I look over
to at least
Cool.
report back.
I look over to the school and say, one day?
We'll
we
be
get-
done before that. We'll be back. Sure thing.
Can we
Spick and
get
span,
2 days
easy
to
lemon
get-
squeeze.
There's a lot of school there, lasses.
It's a lot of school, but you can walk around the whole campus in less than an hour or two. I've done it plenty of times, especially when
But-
skipping class.
Especially when spying on us.
Room in that time?
Oh.
Stalking you, thank you, not spying. Stalking.
That was the
I'm
perfect
saying if we got
response.
to check every room and look for
Uh,
secret rooms and stuff like that in places we're not supposed to be, it might take longer than a couple hours.
You graduates, I'm sure you can find a professor or two and ask, because I'm certain they know where she is.
You think they'd give her up? Even if she was here?
I mean, you guys are pretty
be
trustworthy, so
persuasive.
yeah, we got this, guys. We'll be
Yeah,
in and
but
out with the queen's head, easy peasy.
Oh no, I want her alive, friend. For
You
now.
want her alive? Done.
For now.
She'll be changed.
Right, and don't take this. We're starting to kind of get along a little bit, so don't take this the wrong way. But first off, I am not Hawthorne. They won't tell me anything. The girls, they might tell something to. But you have been noticeably absent, and if the queen has second thoughts about you, she may have left instructions for you not to know. So unless you can you change your appearance? Can you
Yes.
look different? Because that might be a good idea. If you can look like somebody that y'all used to hang out with, that might be a good way. That might help us do what we're
I
looking to do.
literally went to this school. I graduated from this school. I just need to look like myself and it'll be fine. Don't you worry about me, dwarf.
Well, I'm just saying, if the queen knows the old queen, the former queen, whatever the dethroned one, is familiar that you are not with us when we met her, she maybe have told the staff to look out for you and to not tell you. You see what I'm saying? If you could look different, look like another one of your friends from school at the time, that might help. I'm just
Ran
trying
just sighs
to
and
find
walks
a
away.
way to help.
Ran just sighs and walks away. Just towards Hawthorne.
Okay, so you guys start heading in towards the school. Where do you go?
Okay, I'm gonna be right back just for like 30 seconds.
Alright.
We're approaching the gate, right?
Yeah, basically, you're walking up towards the gate.
Yeah. We'll just
I'll
walk
follow
up
it.
and we'll just Ran will use Mask of Many Faces and just turn into her old self that she looked like in school when she left, but with her extra coolest gear, except for the amulet.
Alright.
Do we have like a map or something of the school?
I think I do.
Yes, you do. I know you do because I have seen it.
Somewhere I do.
It's somewhere in there.
So, what's the name of that second guard on the left again?
Oh, that's Michael.
Oh god, that's my father's name. Don't.
I used to have.
It's spelled with a K though, so a little different.
I used
Michael
to have.
Cal.
Hey?
Yeah, it's fantasy.
Kells.
hate
I
it.
can say that. I can say McKell, but I can't say LA. Yeah, that one.
It's actually a pretty cool name. Gael.
Oh, I found it! I found it!
Ooh, I knew you had it.
We had faith.
Wait, I was putting it in the wrong folder. Or the wrong thing. Alright, it's in there.
So which way are we coming in through?
You're coming in through words.
What?
The forest be from like between the Guardian and Training Yard area. Nope, Forest of Mist. I lied. Between the Hero and Villains building. So we
So
kind of
we're-
reverse it.
We're all in Hawthorne now?
You're
Or
walking
we're
up.
getting to there.
Okay.
We're about to be in Hawthorne,
And
but
and
we're
the
not there
queen
yet.
And the guard isn't coming?
No.
They're
No,
being behind.
they stay behind at the forest's edge. How far away are we from the queen at this point, would you say?
Let's say you're good. They're out of sight by now. It kind of curves a little
Out
bit.
of sight. Okay, we're a pretty fair distance, y'all. It was cool.
At least 300 feet.
At the very least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pip, where
Mhm.
did the former queen say her sister worked? Maybe that's where we should start. Was that the hero school or was that over at the Royals?
Brilliant.
Uh,
That was Guardians, wasn't it?
Well.
Was it
do
down
we
at
know?
Guardian?
Do we know where Professor Drescher?
Oh, she's the professor of the co-professor of Guardian Angel training. Sorry.
So probably the Guardian, right?
Sorry. Yeah. Yes.
I'd say
You're
we
not-
probably start with family first then. Mentally knowing that the queen hated her sister and would never go near her, but that's my verbal statement.
Well, she didn't say she hated her.
It's probably a good idea to check in with them, just in case. If she came here, she'd probably go with who she knows. So let's go.
Okay. And you want, as you're walking in, I'll say it's like the good chunk of the way into the school year. So there's students watching you all walk up. Like, they don't know you, but some of the older ones may have remember you from as being recent or graduates from the previous year. If I see possibly a few old younger friends, that sort of thing. They're just kind of it looks like they're probably between classes. Sorry, I found my notes.
Do we see?
Okay, I don't know if it was on purpose, Karen, but this coffee stain in the bottom right corner where the lake is perfect on this map.
100% that the paper image file I used.
That it looks like you held it down with a cup of coffee. It's so cool. Sorry.
I think.
That is actually a really
Don't
cool
ask why I
detail.
know what that looks like. I would never have done something like that on a military map that was important. I swear.
That is one way to make paper look aged too, is using coffee.
And strangely, tea bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, teabag the map.
Oh my god.
I will say it's easy enough for you guys to find and ask you around because I guess Fen would probably be the most. Actually, Fen and Ren would be most familiar with the Guardian building being from that. Actually, Pep. Never mind. All three of you would be. Except
Wait,
for
so are we inside now?
Yeah, you're in the school.
Yeah.
In the school grounds.
Okay, as soon as we get in, Alicia starts walking towards the training yard.
Okay. So Alicia's walking towards the training yard.
Alicia,
I
wrong.
guess
We're
we follow.
I guess, yeah, follow.
She's
Oh.
smarter than I am. Come on, Rand. Let's see what she's up to. Maybe she's onto something.
I thought we were going to the. Okay, let's go.
What's next?
It's right next door, right? If I mean, I've only heard tales. I heard it's
right
nearby.
next door. It's right next door. It's just like, why?
I don't know. Maybe she got a sign.
Do you understand her?
Maybe
I
she-
You believe in. You're the
She's
one who
got an
believes in
oven.
destiny now, Ran. And
I believe in
fate.
destiny of chaos, not of harmony. I've never seen a sign from that god because I've never talked to them.
Her
Well,
splitting from
Alicia
the party is
has.
kind of chaotic.
Okay, Alicia.
Anyway, we follow her.
Alright, Alicia,
Yeah.
what's up?
She goes to the training yard and she just she goes to basically like one of the more obvious places where people practice sparring.
Mm-hmm.
She just sits there. Not literally, she stands there.
Alicia, is there? What's going on? Come on, we have a job to do. We have
I think
24
you
hours.
owe me, Ran.
Sorry, what?
I think you owe me.
Oh, you. Oh, you what?
Sparring match?
Yeah. You owe me a fight.
I owe you a fight. I don't owe you a fight. When did
After
this
everything,
happen?
you owe me a fight. Her hand is like shaking.
You did say we could all punch you after when we saw you again. Have it right here. Ben pulls out the letter
I said a
in
punch.
writing.
I said
Ben.
a punch. That's fair, but a fight? Come on.
I think I've earned a fight.
Have you
How about
taken
a
my
Take
advice?
5 minutes.
Spar instead of a fight.
Sure, whatever you
We
want to call
don't-
it.
We really don't have time for this, Alicia. Maybe
It'll take
when...
5 minutes.
Let's make it quick.
Why are you guys so insistent about this? She's gonna insight check.
Okay.
Okay.
See
are
what
I
the
have
you,
no
fuck is
idea. I
up?
have kind of an idea what she's doing, but
Are you
That
being
is-
deceptive
You
at
have no
all?
idea, though.
Alicia just legit... She legit wants to fight Ran.
Roll a persuasion check?
With advantage?
I just say persuasion check. That's pretty good anyway.
Oh,
You're not sure what's going on, man. Like, she seems like she just wants to fight.
You want to fight?
Yeah.
Why? Really, why?
Because I
Put her
don't
through a
like
lot
you.
of shit.
you've put us through a lot of shit.
Even when you were on our side, you've had this coming.
She did say about the nicest thing you ever did is throw stuff at her. I missed all that, but I remember hearing it.
I mean, that's because I like you, Alicia. I annoy you because I like you.
Well, then I want to show you how much I like you.
What's wrong, Ran? You don't have the balls?
Oh, bitch, now it's on.
you need to hit go, oh,
It's on.
no.
Alright.
Knew that
You
would work.
fight, motherfucker? Let's fucking fight. She summons the fucking War Mage's longsword.
Alright.
Alright. Give me a second.
You
I
wanna
knew that would
fight?
work.
Oh,
If Rand's action is to cast the War Mage's weapon there,
Summon
Alicia
it.
will cast Alicia will cast a Sanctuary on herself.
alright.
That is not what I'm doing. But
Give me a second. Sorry, I was not expecting this.
Would you say it's very
Actually-
chaotic?
actually, you just casted a spell, didn't you?
The bonus
Yeah.
action, yeah.
Then I would love to use a reaction Mage Slayer to just cancel that if I hit her. Or
How
at least try to cancel
were
it.
you standing next to her?
I mean, we were talking.
How close would you have been standing to her?
Probably 5-10 feet.
There's a big difference, 5 or 10 feet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Was she being?
Let me do a thing. Let me do a thing. 10 feet. Never mind.
Then no. Sorry. So,
It's just gonna sit on the sidelines with a dagger in her hand, just watching. Playing with the dagger.
okay. Sorry, I'm
Grom
just-
looks over at Finn.
What?
I think I may be wrong on this, but I'm going to go. I got 5 gold to your 10 that Rand wins this fight.
Sure.
Deal. my dwarf might have a gambling problem. Okay, I didn't write it into the backstory at the start, but I think I've added it now.
Alright.
While this is going on, do we see any professors? Any?
There's probably
God, I hope
there's
so.
probably a few students out there, and possibly. I'll say this time of day, not at the moment there is any, but there's a bunch of students watching this go down. Like, they're watching it going, what the hell?
I was not expecting to walk into my old school and just immediately have a brawl. I am so for this. Thank you, Alicia. I fucking love you, dude. I wanted PvP. I'm getting PvP.
Here it be.
Okay.
Alicia, I'm cheering you on.
Okay, this map is technically the courtyard, but pretend that there isn't grass around it. It's just an open field.
It is an imagination game. I think we can do
Yeah.
that.
I do not have a map of the courtyard. I will say, so you each did that. I will say roll initiative. And I'll have everyone else roll initiative too, just to.
Okay, I need to remember
in
to
case you want to
click on my person.
Oh, thank God you
Oh.
said that.
Hold on.
Thank
Yeah.
God you said that. Clicking on me.
Yeah.
Perfect. There we go. That is exactly a 30-foot radius.
I forgot to clear it.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh my God.
You still rolled so good.
I know. I'm getting lucky. I
You
hope it
are.
doesn't run out.
Alright, Alicia, you're up first.
Okay, so she has Sanctuary on herself too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Alicia will just cast Hold Person.
Okay.
So roll Wisdom saving throw.
Hold on. Okay, just making sure that that spell. That's cool. That's cool. 17.
Let's
You
see.
pass.
Yeah,
She
I
just
do.
barely resists the spell.
Oh no.
Uh,
She actually looks a little shocked.
so anything else you want to do, Alicia?
She stands her ground.
Alright.
This is fun.
Alright, Ren, you're up.
All right, with that that eldritch sight, what kind of does she? Because I saw her cast. What school of magic is on her?
Well, she broke Sanctuary by essentially attacking you.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So nothing.
Actually, because Old Person is not a harmful spell, technically Sanctuary would still be up.
I believe it's.
If you
It
cast
says until it says.
Sanctuary,
Yeah, it does say harmful. I think it would be,
Yeah.
technically, yeah.
'Cause
I did not consider that, but yeah.
You're trying
is
to.
not
You're
a-
trying to paralyze someone. You're trying to
Oh,
attack them in a way.
ah. Huh.
cast
When,
spell
water-
affects an enemy.
Yeah, cast a spell and affects an enemy. So yes, it would
It
break
didn't
Sanctuary.
affect.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh,
That
sweet.
hold on, but it says that affects an enemy. It doesn't say it has to affect the enemy. It's a spell that can affect an enemy.
Okay, I was just saying. I remember it being cast a spell, but when I looked it up, it said that affects an enemy. That's why I said DM ball.
I think
No,
it's
I think Sanctuary would be gone, honestly.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna cast as my action, fly on myself,
All right.
and just go 60 feet straight up with it. Just go whoosh,
Alright.
and then, or actually, right before I fly up, actually, I will, as a bonus action, while I'm still within 30 feet, Hexblade's Curse Alacia.
Yeah.
And that will be my turn because that was my action, bonus action, and movement to do all of that.
Alright. Hold on. Just gonna. And you are concentrating on fly.
Mhm.
Crom, anything?
I reach into my side pouch, and I pull out some cookies that I stole from the castle. And I go, "Hey, Finn, you want a couple while we're watching? It's not popcorn, but it's the best I got."
Ben will shake her, like, not, no, she's watching. Doesn't want anything.
Roger that. And I'll eat a couple of cookies.
Alright.
Oh.
Finn, anything?
She's just watching.
Pip, anything?
And,
Sorry.
Sorry, what happened?
Sorry,
I was
Finn.
getting a drink.
Sorry, Finn. What was that? Sorry.
nothing more.
Okay. Pip, anything? They're just fighting. We got Ran cast Hexblade's Curse on her after Alacia tried to hold person. Now Rand's flying 60 feet in the air.
Oh, I think I'm good. I'll let them battle it out.
Okay, Alacia, you're up.
Okay, Alacia will cast Command, and she commands for Rand to grovel.
Okay, roll a Wisdom saving throw, Ran.
Wisdom save, you got it. Babu? Hey, I rolled an 8.
Alright.
You
So,
On
my
your-
next turn, I fall prone, but I'm flying.
basically, I'll say, is you are forced to land and fall prone.
Ah,
Basically. Because you're told to grovel. Sorry, I'm just looking for some certain notes here. Come on, where'd you go? They're there. Alright, so yeah, that's your action. Rand falls prone and grovels. Well, I don't have my thing on here, but we'll say you're prone. And, takes your whole turn, and then you're still prone, but that's the end of your turn. Crom, you're up.
Ooh, that looked like it might have gone squishy. Eat another cookie.
Ben, you're up.
Ben's just watching and hoping Alacia does the thing you were talking about.
Alright. Pip, you're up.
Pip just continues playing with her dagger
Okay.
and watching.
Okay. Alicia, you're up. So.
Alacia casts Hold Person once again.
Alright. A wisdom saving throw.
no. Counterspell.
Yeah.
At 5th level, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Are you still groveling?
No, she can totally counterspell.
Yeah,
it was just to her turn. It's after her turn.
Yeah, it's
though.
after.
Okay.
The thing ends on her turn. Only 6 seconds.
What did I just do?
Alright, so you counterspelled it. Ran, you're
Yep.
up.
Alright. She is, the angry. Well, not angry, but instead she's just
Bloodthirsty.
gonna go whoosh, fly over, she'll keep fly up because she's pretty confident that she can escape pretty easily. And she's just gonna do 2 attacks with her War Mage's longsword.
Okay, roll an attack.
Okay, that's a 15.
That misses.
Of course I roll low during PvP. It's the 21.
Good.
That does hit.
Okay.
Remember? That's good.
So that's 14
Uh,
points of damage.
14, but with Hexblade's curse,
Oh, you
because
didn't
it doesn't
turn.
add it.
You can turn it on. You
Yeah,
just-
I'm looking for
you have to
it.
go
but-
on the menu and then scroll down on that first page.
Oh,
So just turn it on for next time.
that doesn't make any sense. Anyways,
Plus an extra
yeah,
7.
you just take an extra 4 points of damage.
4 more. Okay.
So technically it was 18, so that was one attack.
That was 2 attacks.
That was 2 attacks?
That was
Oh,
two
that was 2
attacks.
attacks.
The 15 and the 21.
That's your action.
That was my action. Movement is just going to be, once again, 60 feet straight up.
You can make an attack of opportunity with your whatever weapon you have, Alicia, if you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time she's ever swung her sword. Okay.
And it's against...
Rad.
That
Yeah.
misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Crom, still eating cookies?
Oh yeah, good cookies. I told you Rand would get it in first blood, and I ate another cookie.
Alright.
No, you never.
Fen?
Ben is tapping her foot nervously.
Okay, Pip?
Still watching.
Alright. I will say at this point, Fen and Pip, you would hear the sound of footsteps running. But they're still quite a decent distance off.
Is
in
this not
in
a
distraction.
Is this not a place where people fight?
Oh no, it is, but
Oh, okay.
it's not every day some old students randomly start
We-
fighting each other.
Do we see who it is?
Not yet. They're still a distance off.
Alicia, come on. We're all relying on you.
You have a really damage-heavy spell, now would be the time.
Or, you know, the spell.
She's looking for a perfect
Yeah, I know.
command again to grovel. All these spells, only a few of them do the trick.
Good.
So
That's
another
natural
one.
18.
Woo!
That saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ran, you're up.
Alright, she'll fly, up to 80 feet, just to be out of range of most spells, because most spells have a range of 60.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And she'll just, do 2 Eldritch Blasts through the amulet. This
Okay.
cantrip.
Roll the attack.
That is a 19 to hit.
That just hits.
Yeah.
Bandidly-tastic, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because of Hexblade's curse, for the first one.
You need to make sure you're clicking on the red d20. It should roll the damage automatically that way. That doesn't hit.
Yeah, I did that, but yeah, 12 doesn't hit, but you know, just fun.
Are you clicking around where on the left side where the little weapons icons are?
Yes, I am.
Alright, weird.
Let me try it again.
No, it's okay.
Beyond 20 is just a little weird sometimes.
Whatever. Anyway, so that's your action.
Yes. That is my action, my little bit of movement. Let me check my bonus actions. Bonus actions? Nah. That's it.
Crumbs.
Oh,
Still,
God, it is there.
still eating cookies?
Yeah, I'm still eating cookies.
Alright.
I know what I want to say, but Crom wouldn't say it.
Ben's still watching and hoping.
Yeah, Fen's also, since she heard the footsteps, kind of like watching around, waiting to see who it is, to see if she needs to intercept them, be like, hey, like, 2 seconds. So,
Roll a perception check.
alrighty. Perception, that is performance.
Hey.
You're keeping an eye out. You can't quite see. They're starting to get closer. It looks to be. Possibly a male figure in maybe a female figure. You can't tell.
Good to know. Good to know.
All right, who snitched?
Pip,
Who snitched on the fight?
Pip, you're up.
crowd
Pip
pleases.
will. Sorry, what?
Never mind. I'm thinking early.
Pip will actually take a bonus action to blink away and kind of like stealth so that she's out of Rand's eyesight.
That's not gonna be hard.
All right. You should be able to move yourself.
Yeah, so she'll probably like maybe come in the corner somewhere.
There
I
is-
don't
there
even
isn't
know,
a-
maybe
there-
like over here.
I will say there isn't actually walls there. It's pretty much flat and open.
Okay.
So there's maybe like training dummies you could hide behind.
Sure, whatever. I'll just
I just had this
hide somewhere.
forward again.
I'll hide somewhere, whether it's behind a plant or a
Target
training
or
dummy or something. Yeah.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
God, here we go. Okay.
You feel
Alright, sweet.
sufficiently hidden.
You are really stealthy.
Uh-huh.
Anything with your action?
And she will use her action to send a message to Elisha. And she will just say, "Would you like us to step in?"
And you can respond, Alicia.
He doesn't respond.
Okay. You don't receive a response.
I assume that's a
Either
no.
yes or a no.
I assume that's a no, and I will stay hidden.
Alright. I would say at this point, you see two figures coming closer. Give me a second. I need to find an old table to roll on.
Having too much
I'm sure you are.
Oh, Jesus. I just opened Alicia's sheet.
fun. What?
What? Nothing?
I
Nothing.
spent too much time
Technically,
Playing
she's
cleric.
not bloodied yet.
the last 6 months, and I know this fight at the bottom of my heart. And I'm trying to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, how's Alicia looking, by the way?
She's rough. Not technically bloodied yet, but she's pretty rough.
Okay.
How's
They
how's
still-
Ram looking?
Have a channel divinity, so.
Okay. I would say, Finn, you notice, looks like possibly, Professor Drescher and Professor Platt running towards you. They're
saying that name
still a little
10 times.
still a little ways off. It's Alicia's. I think it's Alicia's turn. Sorry.
Okay. Alicia will. Yeah, she preserves life on herself for 32 health.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's your action, I believe.
Yep.
Anything with your bonus?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Ran.
Seeing that she just healed herself a bunch. Nah, she's not gonna use that. She doesn't want to use that yet. She, just because she can, she's just gonna keep Eldritch blasting her from a distance, because fuck it.
Safe.
She can. Safe bet. Oh, not that good. Not that good. 17. That's a
Nope.
miss.
That's a miss.
Whoa, that's a big kid.
And that's 21.
And that does hit.
So it's whatever this is plus 4. Yeah, it keeps doing that. It doesn't add the plus 4 from
16.
Hexblade's Curse. I don't know why. So it's 16 damage.
Okay.
Alright. Crom eating cookies.
5, 10. Just because she wants to move around a little bit. Just. Boop.
Looks
Yeah.
more actiony that way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Has Crom noticed Finn is looking at the teacher toward the teachers yet?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I got this last. Don't worry. And Crom will start moving this way to intercept the teachers to talk to them.
They're actually coming
with
from
great charisma.
this direction. They're coming from the north direction. Sorry, I forgot to say.
Oh, okay.
Generally.
Then
Technically,
he will-
there's no walls there.
Cut 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Alright.
Let me
God
shoot.
damn it, Crom.
Oh, I'm
Don't know
sorry.
these people.
No, I don't, but I'm a dwarf. There we go. 35. That's where I'm heading up to intercept him.
Alright.
'Cause I'm the one who doesn't need to be involved in this fight if it gets bad.
Okay, Fen.
Ben is going to run for 45 feet towards them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It's off the map. So how close is she at this point?
I'll say you're good only like 30 feet from him, I'll say.
Okay, she's going to use her bonus action to Step of the Wind, so she doesn't have to use her full action.
Whew. Okay.
Run up to them and just go, we're in a lot of trouble. Don't interrupt right now. I promise I'll explain things after if this goes well.
They're just
And she's just trying to, like, portray with her eyes, we are in a shitload of trouble and everyone here is going to be in trouble too.
Uh,
But, you know, only has 6 seconds to convey as much information as possible.
Professor Platt looks confused. Professor Drescher just nods and they kind of slow down to walk with you.
Okay.
Okay, Pip, you're up.
Let's watch.
Professors
I'm
are
gonna be
down
right
for a fight.
Anything, Pip?
Alicia's looking fine now after
Yeah,
the
she
healing.
actually looks great. Well, she's probably a bit dusty and a little bit bruised.
People struggle to not step in, but ultimately she'll keep watching and waiting for Alicia's signal if she gives one.
Yeah. Alicia's turn?
Yep. Alicia's turn.
Okay. Alicia will cast Dispel Magic on
Yes!
Rand's Fly.
Third level spell. Fly is cast at 5th level, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
You need to roll a spellcasting ability check. So roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier. So just a wisdom check, basically.
Hey, Pip, you know what you should do? Inspire Alicia at one point.
You know, that would be a good idea.
And you try, and it kind of sputters out.
Doesn't work yet. Motherfucker.
Ooh, that was such a good idea too. I would have fallen at 80 feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been so good.
They did. The professors just are walking with you, Fen, now.
Look at this normal. We are normal.
Okay.
I think Professor Plaid just says, "What's going on?"
There's a lot of issues. There's some diplomacy issues going on here. Don't question it. We are in a lot of trouble.
Alicia will actually like crouch down, basically go prone.
Alright,
Why?
alright.
You smart mother.
Okay, so
Okay.
Alicia goes prone.
Well
Ran,
played.
you're up.
I
Kind of curl up in a ball.
am to. You know what? Her War Mage's longsword begins to glow bright purple, and all 5 of the crystals in the blade glow bright and just shoot off these little missiles, and you automatically take force damage because I'm using all 5 of my magic missiles on this
So
motherfucker.
it's 5d4 plus 5.
Was that a spell slot?
Nope.
It was just
Oh my
sword.
God.
So you take
It was
16 force
16
damage.
16 force damage.
She
Yeah.
cannot do
Just
that
because I
again.
love you.
It's how she shows it. Okay.
Alright, that's your action. Does
And then
again.
I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just circle around and just look menacing.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
Crom, you're up. So they're basically like right here, actually.
That'll be looking at him like, I have this.
So yeah, Fenn's giving you the look. Hello?
Rob? Hello?
Hello?
Sorry. I just did a great explanation with my mic muted because I didn't want to scream things earlier. So Crom's going to make his way over and he says, hey, my name's Crom Silverblade. It's good to meet you. Awesome school you got here. And he starts walking slower than Fen is walking to see if he can slow the whole group down some more.
Also, I will
Yes,
say, Crom, just because of where you're from, you would recognize Professor Platt as literally the king.
Yeah, I figured as well. And you know what? That's
I always wanted to beat you.
That's her. I am that Silverblade. I that would be my mother is the Silverblade you're thinking of, but I am her oldest son, Crom. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Bow. I bow a little bit. Stop dead and bow a little bit and hold my bow there for a minute. Anything to slow him down.
Alright, he's just looking at you strangely like, oh, okay. Pleased to meet
Trust
you.
me.
Fen, you're up.
Again, just trust me. There's a lot of shit going down.
Alright. Pip,
So
you're
like following from in front again.
Pip.
Be right back. I can listen. I'm just gonna grab something to drink real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pip will kind of make eye contact with Alicia.
She's
And-
looking at Ran.
Okay, well, she won't make eye contact with Alicia. The I want to make Ran have as many con saves as possible.
Oh.
But I don't think that Pip would step in unless Alicia said.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
Gonna give any inspo?
Yes, she will inspire Alicia.
How do you
Just quietly. Won't make it obvious. She'll be
Go,
like,
Alicia, go.
oh, Alicia, go! Yeah, exactly like that.
Okay,
Sure,
but-
why not?
D6 inspiration.
Nice.
Alright.
And
Trying not to
inspiration
make it
is-
obvious.
Anything for an action?
No. Short of actually attacking, I don't really have any action.
Alright.
Unless I were to do a spell.
I will say that inspiring still does reveal you from stealth. You are doing it quietly, but it would still reveal you from stealth. This is a vocal thing.
This is true.
So you
Could I use my action to...
You could. To stealth
I-
again.
Yeah.
Just kind of like move around it a little bit. So roll your stealth check. Alicia,
4.
Alicia, you're up.
Okay. Alicia will once again cast a spell magic on the fly.
Okay, roll your
Do it.
check.
Do it.
Oh, why didn't it?
DC 15, baby.
Right.
DC 15.
And then I also am gonna use the inspiration. I
Yeah,
think.
if you need it, you can use it.
Do it.
That's enough.
Oh
So, that's 8d6.
The dwarf cheers.
80 feet.
Do it
that's
to me.
50.
Yeah, it's fireball damage, my guy. And I am prone, too.
Now's the time.
36 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Oh
yes,
my
you are
God.
prone.
Nice.
Lose concentration. Oh, no, it was dispelled, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's dispelled.
She's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. That spell is gone.
Alicia
Does
will.
she have to make any saves?
Not now.
Nah, it's just because there's a rule in D&D that I just looked up in Xanathar's Guide. You fall at 500 feet around normally.
It.
So free fall is 500 feet per round. So that's just instantaneous. I'm on the fucking ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Nothing I can do about it. I just took that damage. I'm done. I am exactly bloodied, by the way.
Oh, that's nice. And
you
Alicia.
took
Somebody translate
exactly-
bloodied for me.
You took exactly half of my health away in one move, you son of a bitch.
Well, it took a few attempts, to be fair.
Alright.
And she stands up.
Alright, so Alicia's standing, and Ran is prone. The professors will actually kind of rush forward a little bit.
And Finn will be like, wait, give it a second, give it a second.
Still talking to the Kagan, holding him in this place if I can.
He kind of dodges around you. Actually, I guess I don't.
But my
have
lord,
that.
I got to talk to you about that last thing that Mom was going to make for the family.
God.
Ran, you're up.
All right, Ran will stand up,
Mm-hmm.
and she is going to use a bonus action to click the heels of her boots of speed to double her walking speed. So she just used 15 feet to get up, and then doubled her speed from 15 that she normally had to 30 for this round.
Alright.
And she's just gonna 5, 10, and just make 2 attacks with her War Mage.
Alright.
Yeah.
Normal roll 1. Ooh, that's a pretty good roll, 24.
That hits.
Yep.
And it's plus 4 damage, so 14 points of damage.
God.
And she will attack again, but I'm going to do something different if I hit.
Alright. Roll the hit.
Actually, nah, I'm just going to... Never mind, I'm just going to do damage. That wouldn't have worked anyway, that was a stupid idea.
It hits.
Alright. Roll damage.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Oh no.
23 damage.
Alicia gets knocked out.
Alright.
So yeah, just pommel strike right to the temple. Just
So,
She collapsed.
non-lethal damage, I take it?
yeah, she's not trying to kill her.
Okay. So you're just unconscious.
Yep.
Crumb, anything? Oh, it's right, he went back. I'll say he's still...
No, I'm back, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Let me actually. I know they didn't die, but I did. No, it didn't die. Never mind. Hexblade's curse heals me if it dies, but she didn't die. So never mind.
10, 15, 20, 25. And I will feed the young lady a potion of greater healing.
Alright. right, roll that healing. You should be able to click on the item, and then there should be a little dice roller.
Alicia, it's now or never.
You heal 14, Alicia.
Okay. Her
Can
eyes
Ran
flutter
actually-
open.
Rand's just gonna crouch down and put a hand on Alicia's shoulder and say, "You had me on the ropes with that dispel. That was dope."
Alright, Ben?
She's just keeping up with the professors, now pretending like nothing is wrong.
Okay.
Now Rand is close and can see.
Pip?
It will probably healing word Alicia.
Alright. Roll your healing word.
Using her action, she'll just put away her sword and just offer up a hand to Alicia to pick her up.
I'm keeping your initiative for now because I have a feeling I might know where this is going.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know your initiative. My bad.
8. Okay, you heal 8, Alicia.
Healing. Okay.
And anything for your action, Pip?
Oh, the temptation.
Tell me about it. It's a bonus action to feed that potion. You know what I
No,
wanted to do.
it was an action to feed the potion.
Oh, okay. I feel better about it then.
It's a bonus action to take one, it's an action to feed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I so wanted to just grapple.
Yep.
Alright. Nothing.
Well,
anything-
again, Ran is offering her hand to Alicia right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anything, Pip?
No.
Okay. Alicia?
Alright. So, on the ground, Alicia, she just kind of lays there for a second and takes Rand's hand and stands up. And, she, fresh tears just flood down her face. And, she just, she begins muttering, but it turns into a shout at the end. Fuck it, I lost. Grab her! And then, she will once again attempt, hold person on Ran.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Come on, low roll, you dumb bitch. No! 19.
You should.
Ugh!
Does Pip still have her action?
If you could have
You
been
would have had to reserve it.
you could have been holding it, I could say, because you were kind of non-committal there. What would you want to do? What would you want to held?
Oh, I have a crossbow I could use.
I'm just hitting this again, but just ignore. I'm just testing.
I'll
something.
say,
Okay, good.
I'll say you could have held a crossbow shot in case something happened.
And at this point in time, I'm still hidden from Ran, aren't I?
Not when you healed her. Sadly.
But
And you-
Alicia is within 5 feet.
yeah.
Mm.
I am engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So am I.
Here we go.
Do it.
Do it. Let us get that.
Yes!
22 to hit.
Let us get that dispel magic in.
Please do 36 damage. Please. Or more.
Ah,
So
Still
close.
hurts.
Still hurts like hell. Just
Yeah.
right in the shoulder, just 10 points left.
Alright.
Oh my God!
So that's your held action. So the professors actually kind of run forward, like, what is going on?
I think we're all going to ignore them.
yeah.
I'm gonna say, Professor Drescher will. How's Alicia looking? Still pretty hurt?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
bloodied and little some more.
Okay, she's going to. Hold on, I just gotta turn dice off, or it'll take fucking forever. Just going to just
Come on.
throw a cure wounds at you.
Now, just out of curiosity, should it be a toss-up if she chooses Aran or Alicia to heal?
No, she's reaching for you first because she gets to you first.
Okay.
Basically.
Gotcha.
Hold on. My dice take forever to roll.
Oh my god.
The tenseness.
You
Hey.
heal 15,
Yeah.
and
She's covered in blood, but she's no longer bleeding profusely.
I'll say Professor Platt will.
Please, Platt, do something to Ryan, goddamn.
He's still confused. He is going to. What would he do? Actually, he's going to do a mass healing word.
Fuck.
That's a pretty strong spell.
So the two of you, because you're the only ones hurt, heal. Come on. 9 points of damage.
9.
9? Okay.
And
What's Ren at right now?
I think like 20.
19. 19.
Ran is up.
Ran's up. Her boots of speed are still
yeah,
up.
right. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Her boots of speed are still up. Which direction to the Guardian one?
We'll say south.
South? 5, 10,
Would anyone like to take an opportunity attack?
40.
I
At
am taking my
disadvantage,
sentinel swing.
Roll
at
your.
disadvantage because of boots of speed.
Damn it, I'm not raging.
And you can't do reckless on it. Has to be on your
Whoops.
turn.
I didn't disadvantage. Hold on. 9.
Misses.
How about Crumb? Ooh.
Whoa!
Oh my
Bitch, get your
God.
ass back in your spot.
Get back over
I
here.
got a little excited.
Holy shit.
Thank you, Crom.
So
That 23 clutch. She
Oh my
would be.
Roll your
she'd
da-
be.
6
So-
points of damage.
She would have been halfway there already because she can move at 120 feet.
all right, that's
She'd be
your movement attempt.
Fucking clutch.
And now it's Crumb's turn.
Sentinel OP.
No, still has an action technically.
I do. She's
I guess I should say
gonna.
she was right there. Cause he healed. Actually, no, got a
Healing
range.
one.
He's got a range
It's
on
a
it.
range.
Never mind. I forgot it's got a range.
She's gonna try and grapple Alicia.
Okay, athletics versus Alicia. Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Nope, natural 1.
Yeah, Alicia just dodges out of the way.
She fucking backflips. No.
Not quite that good. There's your action.
She almost stumbles trying to evade her.
Crom, you're up.
Oh,
I
boy.
would like to rage.
Alright, you rage.
Please
Just don't go above
Dude,
72.
do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing.
I am going
Please
to
get her
reckless
unconscious.
attack
Oh boy.
with Winter's Howl.
Oh, this is
Oh,
gonna
God.
be so bad.
Oh, I don't know why it only rolled 1.
You might only need the 1.
Roll again. It's 25 that hits.
Yeah, and the 19 just yeah, I'm out.
26 damage.
I'm out.
And she's unconscious.
Yes!
Alicia, go!
And you said you'd kick my ass, little girl.
Alright, so now we're out of initiative.
Alicia,
Well,
go, go, go!
Alicia, as soon as Rand drops onto the ground, she reaches out and casts Greater Restoration.
Alright, so, as you reach out and touch Rand's form with the diamond dust kind of burns up, you see her form kind of flash slightly for a second, and then return to normal. She's still unconscious.
And I deleted the dust.
Ben is
We'll
gonna
run
run
forward.
up.
Crom is going to collapse in a pile and just sit there for a minute with both joy and guilt warring inside of him.
Alicia will also fall to her ass, and through a fresh set of sobs, she'll thank Crom.
I'm
Sorry,
assuming
I did my
Crom.
best.
That wasn't.
Yes?
That was not non-lethal damage, I assume.
Oh no, it was not
We'll,
lethal.
we'll get to that.
Okay.
Flat of the axe. It
So
was
you
flat
have
of
an
the
axe
I'm
in
sorry,
your
I-
skull.
I-
I was
Just
She
checking.
has
Just
3
checking.
rounds. It's fine.
Should I?
I wanted to kill her, but the girls, Pip scares me. Okay,
Okay. Anyway. Okay. So
you think
Rand's
I'm
just
joking when I
unconscious.
say that?
Okay, Rand's just unconscious then. Then in that case, Professor Drescher will walk around and heal you, throw a healing word at you. I'll say another.
Who?
At who?
Ran.
Hey.
Pip will stop him
Her.
and just say, just wait, just wait.
Oh, okay, well, hold on. Ignore this then.
Pip will tie up Ran with some rope.
Okay. We'll say
Kinky.
Yeah.
we'll say you can easily tie her up, and then Professor Drescher's like, now?
Yeah, that's okay.
She'll start taking away Ran's items,
Okay.
and then say yes.
There you go.
Okay, so she'll heal you for 14, Ran. And as you come to consciousness, you kind of shake your head. Your head's a little fuzzy. It's just, you're like, you knew based on your detect magic ability that something was affecting you, but it was fine. Now, you're pissed. That queen fucked with your head.
And Ben will immediately be like, Rand, what do you think about Destiny?
You say that word to me one more time, and I will
And
break.
Ben will burst out into tears.
Pip will throw her arms around Ran.
She's
Ran-
tied up.
Rand,
Does
Rand,
anyone remember what's going on?
Yes, she would. She knows exactly what's been happening.
Rand is just like,
So sorry I hit you
Pants.
that hard. I didn't mean to. Well, I did, but you're really annoying. But I'm sorry.
Rand is just like angry looking around, but is also starting to tear up just from frustration and anger. And she looks like she wants to murder a bitch.
Me too.
She has
And
her genocide face on.
turn to the two instructors and say, Queen, whatever her name is, and her guard with the 7 swords is just outside the school, and they will be coming in here soon. They're looking for Queen Vivian, and they sent us in here, and they had our friend Rand mind controlled the whole time. You need to do what you need to do to protect this school and us, please.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Jesus.
Sentinel for the win.
Oh god, thank God for Sentinel.